Dean, we have this tradition on the show, right? And there's a process behind it, right? Every show, the show starts with me, and then it goes to you, and then from there, whoever's on, it goes in descending order from the order of seniority. So who's been in the network the longest, right?
Right. Yeah.
It has been like pulling teeth, trying to figure this out.
A point of contention every episode.
These guys, John is like stressing about this. Like, John, you were the last one in the network, bro. You just go last.
I understand. I can go last. I know. I go last. Last episode, we were getting confused. Let's get it
Mario?
straight.
He sounds like so assertive, but like also unsure at the same time.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection. These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Should we lock in the artillery power?
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to this week's very special Star Wars episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to take a second to thank our sponsors, Watto Scrapyard and 1/6 Corner, for sponsoring tonight's very special episode.
I know if you're watching right now, you have a lot of choices on where you could be spending your May the 4th evening. We thank you for tuning into Collecting Weekly. There's some bangers that are on the air right now, so thank you so much for tuning in. We have a great show tonight. In fact, it was so packed that we said, you know what, anything that's not Star Wars, we'll just bump it to After Dark, and we'll just chat about it there. Yeah. So tonight's show, outside of New This Week, is going to be 100% Star Wars. So, again, thank you for tuning in. But before we get into the news, Dean, let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, are you guys ready?
Yes.
It's New This Week.
Dude, that is... it's still so crispy even now. The
crisp,
New This Week thing.
Crisp with the hard P.
Yeah, dude.
Crisp.
I'll never forget
so
how I found out how that came together. Watching, like, once I took over clips and I started watching the old episodes, and you guys kept trying to redo the New This Week.
It's hard over StreamYard.
It's easy in person because you can kind of do the cadence, but on StreamYard, even though you think you're in sync, you know, even just a tiny bit of lag, it just sounds absolutely awful. And Manny was tired of it.
Yeah, dude, like literally, like sick of it. He's like, I'm just gonna do it. Anyway, yeah, what'd you get new this week? So I bought this actually from Manny. Now that we're talking about Sweet Angel, the Marvel Legends Deadpool. Yeah, the 2-pack came with what's her face, the Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Mm-hmm. He's like stupid expensive on his own, or if you're lucky enough to find the 2-pack with him still in it. It's expensive. But he was like, just give me $20. So I picked up Deadpool.
Dibs if you sell this. I know you probably won't, but dibs if you sell it.
All right, buddy. But that's it. I did order some stuff. I do have some stuff in the mail. But those will be new this week when I get them. So
hell yeah. That. Eddie, what did you get this week?
Oh, man. I got a new this week, a second new this week, the OG Hot Toys Mandalorian. Actually got from you, Zach, so appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude. I love this figure. The second that I sold it, not the second, maybe like a good week or two after, I was regretting having let it go. And and then being able to get yours was even sweeter because now I got a figure with way better articulation. So
Oh yeah,
Sick.
because I did the
Yeah.
mod. Yeah, it's
and a piece of show history.
yeah, that's actually one of our most viewed videos, actually. If I'm being completely honest. Yeah, that's a great figure. I have the deluxe coming in, and I just don't have the space. And I was, at that time, I was trying to sell a bunch of stuff to fund one big statue. Ended up funding a ton of things. So, I'd rather sell it to you for, I think it was like below retail I gave it to you for.
Yeah, sweet deal.
But, you sell to these people, right? And then they complain, and there's something wrong, and this and that, and you cut the bodysuit. Forget about it. Just sell it to Eddie, and I know it's going to a good home. And I
appreciate it.
Archangel says it's the dream team. You guys are like the Hanson brothers, but better looking. What a guy. Mario, what'd you get this week?
I took a little trip to Disney after work and reacquired the Ahsoka Clone Wars hilts. They were finally in stock after being out of stock for a little while. Here we go. Here's one of them right here. The cool thing about these,
Beautiful.
You pop a blade in this thing, right?
Uh-oh.
Hang
Oh my
on.
God.
There we go.
You would have taken off a hands.
I know, almost, right? So, lights up.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, cool. All right. Yeah. But there's another button here.
Pressure got to him.
Come on, 5 seconds. Come on. Hey,
Oh,
now we're
shit.
at green.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Dude, that glows insane, bro.
So yeah, these are really cool. I'm really happy to have these black in the collection. I had to sell off my original ones a few months ago, I had to put that money towards another big purchase, and I'm glad I can get these, reacquire these once again.
Sean is asking if the blades come with that. They come separate, right?
They're separate blades. There's 3 separate sizes, I believe, a 36, a 31, and a 26 inch, and the most expensive one is like $50.
It's not too bad.
Dude,
Those look incredible.
I need these hilts bad, dude.
And these are
say the word.
Comics says these are 1-to-1 scale, right?
These are 1-to-1 scale. Yes, sir.
Hell yes, dude. That looks fantastic. John, you had a crazy
Dude.
week. Crazy.
Yeah, awesome week. Managed to get the 2 Sideshow collectibles Mythos statues, both the Vader and the Maul, which is exciting. And finally, after like 2 months of waiting, Heavy Mando came in. So heavy week, but it's been awesome.
Dude, you know what you should do? Since I always say you look like Jon Favreau, you should get a Watto scrapyard to do your head sculpt and put it on the Heavy Mando.
The Heavy Mando?
That would be pretty cool, dude.
That would be so cool.
That would be.
John,
We'll get
Everyday
that done.
Heavy Mando.
forget about it. You got a crazy deal on the Mythos. We did a live unboxing last night, and probably the deal of the century, bro. That was that's a ridiculous deal.
No lie,
Managed
John.
to
Did you get a
snag these
chance?
two. Managed to snag these 2 for I think $1,400 US. I'm over here in Canada, so it's about 1,800. So yeah, it was lucky, definitely.
Dude, hell
You guys
yeah.
have to definitely check out the live unboxing if you haven't watched it yet. It's one to watch.
What was the website you got it on? Kajiwa?
Kijiji.
Kijiji, okay.
That sounds made up. You made that up.
No.
Yeah, he probably made that
It's
up.
Kijiji.
I had a pretty awesome week as far as collecting goes. We talked about it on last Collecting Weekly, and it was real. The life-size Baby Blue from Chronicle. I paid like 40% retail on the statue, and that's including the shipping, right? So I could not be happier. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting, and I was already expecting it to be pretty big. It's bigger than the T-Rex, actually, by just a little bit. And I can't wait. At some point we're going to move, and I'll be able to display these not so close together and give them a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, this is an amazing statue, great paint. Very fortunate to be able to get it at the price I got it for. And also the fact that it's the exclusive edition with the blue wristband. I could not be happier. It's, super well painted, super well sculpted. I know Prime 1 has one as well that's also really good, but for me, as far as statues go, lineage is pretty important. So to have the lineage back to ILM and their files, this is like an absolute grail for me, and it's a piece that I never thought I'd own. So really excited to own that. I also did pick up Microsoft Flight Simulator and a flight stick. So if you've been watching Ox Plays, I want to apologize. One, the last video not super great. When you do these streams, because I've only flown these planes like 3 or 4 times, so I don't want to go live and then just have an awful stream. And so there's a lot of settings you have to dial in, and we weren't really dialed in that well. So Danny's fine and his microphone sounded great, but me and Dean were a little bit too quiet. So it is a learning process, and I filmed a solo stream today, and hopefully that goes out later this week. But we're getting it together. I also picked up, I don't know if I have it in the slides just yet, but this is a Scotty Young Polystone. If someone wants to solo cam me, please. But it's Venom, and this is like a $300 statue. But my local comic store had it for like below retail. It's brand new, so
what's
super
below
excited.
retail?
I think the retail is like $60 or $70, and so they had it for $49.99. So definitely a cool little piece. And
where'd you get Magneto?
Oh yeah, I don't know about that figure, man.
I've never seen it, so I'm pretty sure that's also new this week.
It's a new this week, but it's so bad that I don't know if it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay this week, bro. Sean Usby said, "But are you going to land on the air next time?" Danik and Lee Walker coming in with "How dare you?" Let's get into the Star Wars special, starting with the Bad Batch Echo by Hot Toys, coming in at $285, releasing April to June 2022. Lots of different accessories for the hands. Lots of, I guess, for the right hand in particular. Removable helmet. Well, I mean, it was in the pre-order picks. I'm not gonna block out the whole pre-order picks.
No, I'm saying like the pre-order picks come with a bunch of spoilers.
Oh yeah, that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I could black the whole thing out. One thing to note: Hunter was also teased in the background of some of these photos, and he was also shown at Sideshow's booth, which we'll show towards the latter part of the show. I think the portrait looks pretty good. Definitely
he's
very
like,
sickly.
Yeah, very gaunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, we said it at the same time.
What do you guys think about it?
I love it.
I think it's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't the Echo that I was expecting, but I'll take it either way. It would have been nice to get the Art Trooper version of Echo, but I know considering Bad Batch is the hot thing on the block right now, I'll take it. The detail in the armor looks great. The accessories look fantastic. I really like the head sculpt. And coming in at what is $285 or something like that, which seems to be the new normal now. It is too much, but Bo-Katan is the same price, and you know what? That might be the new normal right now for some of these hot Star Wars figures. But I really dig the detail overall fit and finish. It's fantastic. Love it. I like to pick it up.
I like the different posability you get. You get the helmet, you get the head sculpt, and I think for $285 to get all these accessories, I think it's a good bang for the buck. You're getting a lot in the box.
I don't think so. $285.
You don't think so?
$285 is so expensive, bro.
Yeah, that's going to be the new norm.
I don't mind spending $285 on like a really good figure, but to do it 5 fucking times, because you need all of them,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
No,
and
absolutely
potentially
not.
even
Wrecker
6, I guess. If you
Wrecker is not going to be $285. He's going to be more.
Yeah, there's no way. And
But not only that, but then
will Hot Toys give us the whole team?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's if they give us the whole team. They have a really bad habit of not finishing ensembles.
Yeah,
exactly.
And somebody was like, "Oh, well, they don't have to worry about the likeness here." It's like, okay, but they don't have to worry about the likeness for C-3PO. Where's that motherfucker? Like,
yeah,
they just don't. I don't have enough faith in them to jump on this at all. Like Zach said, the price is real high, especially because you got to get everyone. I mean, I guess you could pick and choose your favorites, but like they're all equally cool, right? I like them.
Yeah.
I'm
Hunter's
not in love
probably
with
the
them.
coolest.
Hunter's pretty cool. He's very 1980s hero.
He really is like Rambo. Equan says he's on season 3 of Clone Wars. Didn't know he lost a hand. I hope 5 makes it out okay too.
Oh God!
This whole thing is a spoiler.
Whoa.
Season 3.
I cringed a little
Sorry.
bit.
Don't even look at this.
Dude, I hope that's a joke because that's fucking solid.
I like the way his helmet curves around his prosthetics.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And I'm glad they
am
gave him.
so happy that they announced this. I want more Clone Wars stuff. I don't care if they only do Echo, dude. I'm buying them. I don't care,
dude.
I don't
No, for
care.
sure. If anything, if they don't complete the entire team, at least we got specialized troopers, and I'll take it.
Yeah, the custom potential is going to be amazing for these, especially now that you have the commando armor. Basically, if you get Hunter, that's going to be real neat. I will say big shout out to for the show creators for giving this motherfucker a hand. My God, he was walking around with the hook. He needs a real hand, my God.
Yeah, it's like a C-3PO forearm. It looks like very droidish.
What if it is? Well, no, it wouldn't be. Just kidding.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
It's so hard with all the timelines of weaving. And
yeah. But like, if you look at the hands, it looks like the 3PO hands. But anyway, I think this looks great. I just don't have enough faith in the line to be like, I'm all in, right? Maybe by the time Bad Batch is over, my tune will have changed. I loved the first episode. We'll talk about that a little later in the show.
Pretty solid.
But as it sits right now, I'm just kind of like, okay, that's an interesting release.
Shiomada says special attachments for the ladies.
Ew.
This was a big deal. The Mandalorian and the Blurg 2-pack, $555, releasing April to June 2022. Queel was teased. We'll show the pictures of Queel later. I will say this. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I've probably said it like 10 times. If you're going to reissue something, give a tax for the reissue. If you want to get V1 Mando and you missed out and you don't want to pay, $350, $400, at least as of yesterday before this was announced, make them buy something else, right? You have to buy the Blurg to get this.
Beautiful.
I love the way they did this.
Yep.
The Blurg looks fantastic. The sculpt, the detail, the teeth. I mean, Hot Toys, they're going to knock it out of the park. This is already a proven figure that's of supreme quality. You get a few extra accessories like the flame. I know there's a lot of people that have been, even just as recently as a week ago, that were soliciting 6-scale blurgs. So I do. Sucks to suck. I will say that it does suck, but this is a good price point, and $555 is a lot of money, but this is a big creature. So
yeah, I saw someone posting their Mando for like $345, I think it was, and it was getting a bunch of laugh reacts, and I was like, guys, like, even if this came out tomorrow, you still have to spend over $500 to get it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You're still getting a pretty good deal from that dude selling it for $345 if you don't want the Blurg or don't care about the Blurg.
But it's great if you were in that situation, you could, if you don't want to pay that scalper price, you could buy it. And a lot of people are offering, well, actually, I guess that wouldn't really make any sense because you could just buy the Blurg by itself.
Right.
I'm wrong. Yeah, so there is a tax. You really do.
I'm going to.
And then not only that, but this comes out in June, April to June 2022.
They should have done Quill and the Blurg first.
Oh, he took mine. Yeah, 100%.
They should have done Quill and the Blurg. I get what you're saying, and I agree with everything you're saying, but that should have been second, because we don't need the same thing that we just got, especially with the wait times that we're dealing with. Like, fine, reissue him, make it so they have to buy the Blurg, but do Quill first and then do him.
I think that if we don't see Quill up for pre-order this week, I don't think we're going to see him. I think he's going to go into that prototype.
Yeah, and the one thing to remember, John, you make a great point, but just because a figure is shown in a prototype state at one of these conventions absolutely does not mean it's ever going to be made. Right, they have a huge track record of leaving things on the table.
I think that Howard's been watching the show and he's been listening to me.
Howard, call your boy up. About
the reissues. Well, for me, this doesn't bother me, this reissue. Now, if they reissued the Mando individually, where you can purchase him individually, then we'd have big problems. But in this case, look, you're paying. How about people who don't want the Blur? They're still going to be looking for that individual Mando. Something I noticed with this one, with the accessories, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't come with that plastic tip for his long rifle. You know, that blue purplish tip where it looks like you could put it on the edge.
You mean like the thunder effect?
The lightning effect?
The thunder effect, exactly.
Or lightning effect, yeah.
Lightning effect. Doesn't look like it comes with it because it hasn't been shown here. And the other thing I noticed is it doesn't come with that little detonator mine, the red one.
It could be on his hip.
It shows that it's on his hip, so maybe they listened to collectors and actually just attached it so they don't make it
That
removable.
thing, dude.
That would be
thing,
nice.
Yeah.
I drop it. That thing fucking yeets across the room.
I just
But
leave
this
it in the
blurred,
box.
this is gorgeous. This is them innovating, coming up with these pieces. I can't wait for this piece. But I do agree with Eddie 100%. It should have been Quill before this Mando here. You can do the Mando, but you should have 100% done Quill.
I love the idea that we're getting creatures now, right? Because this opens a door to many other things down the road. We're talking Tauntaun, we're talking Wampa, we're talking Dewbats, we're talking Rontos, or whatever.
Ooh, talking,
you know,
I mean,
I'm give them.
I'll
want them all.
There, guy.
No, of course. There's an opportunity, right? Exactly. Yeah, right now. Hell, they give us a Lothcat in another accessory set that we'll talk about later, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true. I will say this: I don't see them spending all this R&D making a blurg to only release it with Mando. I feel like they're gonna milk that shit and sell you Quill as well. But like you said, like maybe it won't go up for pre-order. I think eventually we'll get Quill. I don't think people should worry about it all that much. Just only because, like I said, like why spend all that time making a blurg just to release it once? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's true.
But what? Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree with Mario. I think that this opens the door for other creatures as well. Now the blurg's a little more like reasonable in size, whereas even the dewback would be almost 3 of these things long.
Sure,
that gets a little crazy, but it's nice to see that they're willing to do, like Jonathan said, innovating in what they're offering. So it's cool.
Sideshow did a dewback before, and the aftermarket price on that son bitch is ridiculously high, isn't it? So why not introduce something like this and potentially get a crack at something like that and get everybody's money that's gonna for those that are gonna want to do back.
It would fly. It would fly off the shelves.
Absolutely.
Do you think that Sideshow could potentially reissue with some minor changes the dewback or the Tauntaun?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. I see no reason why. I'm surprised they haven't
that's a
yet
grill
already.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I mean, they've done their reissues many times with, well, even with the Mythos 6-scale figures, right? They sold out of the Boba Fett batch and the Obi-Wan, and now they're bringing it back, right? Also with the Baby Yoda statue, didn't it kind of sell out, and then they brought it back on pre-order status again. So
they've basically said that
they can absolutely do it.
Yeah, that Baby Yoda is going to just continue to be produced until there's no. That it just doesn't sell. Joe says if we get Frog Lady before Bespin Han or Mace Windu, I'm out for a bit. KJ, we'll get there here in a second. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead, John.
Another thing to add, I just want to get this in there. They're smart too, because I think a lot of people might even want to have 2 of the OG Mandos. You're going to have one displayed with Baby Yoda, maybe IG-11, do that intro scene that we got where we first meet Baby Yoda or Grogu, and then you have one on the blur here. So I think it's smart for people who want to get 2. It makes it a little bit easier for them as opposed to paying scalper pricing for 2 of them, right?
Yeah. One thing that's a little odd to me, and maybe it's just the way that the blurg is manufactured, is these. If you look where his feet are, there's like these 2 little, like. He's like standing on 2 rocks.
Yeah.
I almost think that there may be rods there to keep him in place, because he's already going to be pretty tall riding this, and then adding, those rocks doesn't really make a lot of sense because most people have DTOFs or similar cabinets. So I know, for example, for the Django figure that I have, if you put him on the horse, like he does not fit in almost any cabinet.
Yeah.
For riding it.
But
do we know how tall this thing is?
Yeah, if you look at the video on Sideshow of the booth today.
Can you look that up, Mario?
I don't know if they should.
I don't think it'll fit in a detail.
I don't know if they should tailor figures to what your cabinets are, dude. Like,
no, I'm not saying that. They did that with the Rancor. They made it way smaller than 6-scale. It
like 6-scale.
No, it's a little short. It's like a half scale.
Yeah, but they didn't do that because it wouldn't fit in your cabinet.
It's not proper 6-scale.
Yeah. It's 43 centimeters tall without Mando and 2 feet long. It's a big son of a bitch. My God.
Wow.
This is they're also selling the Blurg separately, so KJ Smith, it is available separately. You can get it separately for $315, and it's also coming out April to June 2022. So
You're almost better off getting the combo package. You're getting an OG Mando for what, $200?
You think people eat blurgs?
forget about it.
I love it.
What?
I say, you think people eat blurgs? They look kind of like fish, so I think they'd have like
that's
a
what the
fishy
fiance
inside,
says.
or-
She's like,
Do
"Why do you
people
have
eat
fish on your
horse?
shelf?"
Do people eat horse?
They used to.
Then
People
they
still do
I
probably
think
eat
people
horse.
still eat horses.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
still eat
I
horse.
don't know. I think most places it's illegal, at least here in the States.
Well, I mean, not everywhere. I mean, can't eat. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna go there. Grogu 1/6 scale collectible set. Dean, I think you knew where that was going.
Yeah, I do.
145 January to March 2022. This is the second pram. I believe this is the second pram that Quill makes. You get the green frog. You get the little swaddle, the loaf cat. What is this little crate that he's in? I don't remember this from the show. I think it would be great if he came with some little macarons, Dean, or
That'd be too small.
you're not wrong. Or the little tub with the eggs. I think that would be cool. Put a little
that
light
would
up
be
feature
cool.
in there. This is a great set though. 145. What do you guys think about it?
That's too much for this.
Too much.
Yeah, I agree.
145
It is.
for all these little things?
You guys,
Yeah.
man, Hot Toys passed
Under 100.
Hot Toys passed that pricing. We're past that long time ago. You're gonna be paying, and it's only gonna get worse from here.
Oh, I'm not paying.
But what I think this confirms.
Yeah, I'm not
You can
getting
pay.
this.
I'm not gonna pay.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I
buying this
want
shit at all.
this, but I'm not paying that. That's
Tell
why I
me
didn't buy
this
the. That's why I didn't buy the Jawas. That's why I didn't buy the Gonk droid. Like,
Well, tell me if
Well,
I'm wrong
that
here.
sucks.
There
I
are coupon
really-
codes and rewards. I
Yeah.
mean, thank God for that.
I really want a Gonk droid, but I'm not paying the fucking price for it. Same thing with this. I'm not ever gonna pay that.
What do you guys, John? What do you think about it?
I think this tells us that we're not going to be getting because this pram was when he had his season 2 outfit. Is that correct? When he had that update, or was it the OG? I don't think it was the OG outfit. It was the season 2 one, right?
No, the pram
This is
Yeah.
from like the last 3 episodes of the season. bro.
season
Yeah.
2. Yeah, the
Yeah.
last 2 episodes.
So
of
Wait,
he was
season,
so he had his
1.
season 1.
season 1.
Okay,
Mhm.
I was like, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the pram that Quill built for him after the other one was, I believe,
Okay.
destroyed.
Because I was going to say then it kind of confirms that we're not going to be getting a season 2.
This motherfucker gets 3 different prams.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's a lot.
Wait, does he get 3? I know he has the first one, and then it
The
gets
first
destroyed.
one ends up destroyed
In the
an
dumpster.
alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he gets the second one.
Which
What
is
was
the
the
second
third
one?
one?
This is the second one.
The second, yeah, and then the third one is the one that gets destroyed in the season
On the-
2,
yeah.
the squid monster thing.
So where's the third one?
I thought this was this one that gets
That's
destroyed.
what this one is. I don't.
Yeah,
This-
no, that's the same one that carried over from end
Yeah.
of season
Yeah,
1
yeah.
into season 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's what I was saying.
I
so
thought
was
it looked
thinking-
different.
That kind of
I
confirms
don't
that
think
we're not going to be getting
confirms
another.
that, though. I don't think that confirms that. It's just another
You don't
way to
think so?
give us a figure. No, because they want to give you. That's like saying getting the blurg with Mando confirms we won't get Quill.
Well, you're going
No,
to see
they'll just
a little bit
reissue
later in
it
the
with
show.
the Mando.
You're going to see a little bit later in the show where I get
Forget
to my
about it.
point.
Wow, dude, you're gonna see, dude. You're gonna see about
You better
this.
bookmark this.
Okay. Switch over to private chat, guys. Yeah, definitely not bad. And it is coming January to March 2022. I think you're going to see a lot of people that they're going to, if someone needs a loaf cat, part that out. If someone wants the frog, part that out. I imagine you're going to see a lot of group buys.
Yeah, $45 for the Loth cat, guys.
Dude, I think you'd
Hell.
find a buyer at $45, dude. I'm not gonna lie. When this was shown during the Boba reveal episode, I think everyone knew it was gonna get reissued, but it's not reissued, but like that was gonna be a release. But the Stormtrooper Commando 6 scale is going up for pre-order, coming in at $220, October to December 2021. In the photos, they also teased the Mortar Trooper. Looking real good there. No official pre-order for that just yet. Dean, what do you think about it?
I mean, troopers are fucking badass, right? Like, you can never go wrong issuing a trooper. I don't care what it is. Like, even if it only gets a second of screen time, like, sign me up. Especially like any kind of like commander. Although I don't know, I'm kind of a sucker for like base troopers. But I mean, come on, it's fucking cool. Either way you slice it. I don't really like the new style of blaster it comes with. I prefer like the older kind of OT style weapons than these new ones. But that being said, that's a minor gripe that I can easily get past. So this is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, I agree. You know what? Sorry, I was on mute. Look, I am all for troopers. Give me all the freaking troopers. I don't care what it is, and I'm happy that we can get ourselves another similar to the Sand Trooper and to the TK Rogue One trooper that we got. If anything, it would have been nice if this was a 2-pack because they keep teasing the Clean Trooper throughout many different bigger releases. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It looks great. Another trooper for the collection. Gimme.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Mando. That, like, this is cool if you missed out on the Jeddah Patrol, you know, then you can get this. It should have been the Mortar Trooper first, and then this one. Yeah, because the Mortar Trooper is new. This is essentially a re-release.
Well, the Mortar Trooper is just a different color of the existing Incinerator Trooper.
It's a trooper that's not out yet, so it doesn't matter if it's a different color. It's something you don't have. People have this. They may have it with a different weapon. Yeah, but they have it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying you guys are taking it as if I'm like saying don't get this. No, I still like would let them release this.
I already pre-ordered this.
Just release it after something new. Like,
yeah, and
but they have these molds ready to go. Why would they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why they could push it.
So now you're advocating for them as a company to make money instead of what we're initially talking about, which is innovating and give us something as a collector that we want.
When it comes to troopers, yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, these companies, and I think it was Dylan that told us about this, but you know, it costs them less to reuse parts that they already have the molds for.
Doesn't the Mando count for that?
Well, hang on. Let me get there. And it funds these bigger projects, right?
I understand
it funds
what you're
blurring.
saying.
It funds
I understand these things.
The details, my guy. It's
I
all about
know
the
this.
details.
You act like you're talking to someone new. I know why they do this. I work for a selling company. I know.
They make hot toys?
I know the plot. Okay. I'm just saying that
what
as
are
a
you on
collector,
about?
what we complain about, I guess, fucking nothing, dude. It just doesn't like you guys got to be consistent, dude. You can't be like
I am consistent.
We're not.
I like troopers
here, my guy.
I-
Wait, so
I
what are we
think
not
trooper-
consistent
Go
about?
ahead,
I
John.
don't understand.
No.
No, Eddie. What are we not? Let's have this
you can't
discussion.
shit
that's
on
a-
them. You can't shit on them for like doing something that isn't innovative, and then when they do this, say, "Oh, you know what? We want this."
This
to
isn't
be like
innovative
troopers."
though.
Yeah, this isn't innovative. That's what I'm saying.
I
You
agree
can't
with
shit
you.
on them for not doing innovative things, and then they do a non-innovative thing, and you're like, "Oh, well, I
Wait,
want it."
you're
though."
saying the same thing.
No,
you're
when
saying
did
we
I
can't.
You're
when did
saying.
when did I shit
you're
on
not
them?
understanding.
Wait, hang on. No. Explain it. This is a podcast. We're gonna talk. We're gonna discuss. Tell me your concern, my son.
I don't want to see the same thing again. I want something new. I don't want a reissue. I don't want the same thing.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get it.
Oh, now you're with reissues too. All right, fuck it.
I'm not. This is like whatever.
It's
It's,
not
a
a
trooper.
reissue,
It's
though.
boring.
It
It's not.
It kind of is though. Just because the weapon is different, it's fine though.
Why didn't they give us the yellow trooper? A 2-pack.
But the yellow trooper isn't the yellow trooper just the red trooper painted
fuck?
yellow with a different
Exactly.
weapon?
It's
It
the
doesn't
same
matter.
thing.
So give us the 2-pack. Why didn't we get a 2-pack?
Oh,
No,
you
that's a
guys
real
are memeing
question.
now. It's not. It's
I'm not
not
memeing.
fucking.
Doesn't the
Is the mortar trooper different? Have we ever got it?
We have never gotten a mortar trooper.
Yes or no question. Have we ever gotten?
No,
the
we
mortar
have
trooper?
never gotten a mortar trooper.
Have we got this trooper before? A version
Not
of
this
trooper.
exact
Nope.
trooper. No.
Nope.
The look.
Nope.
What's different about it? Other than the
It
weapon.
doesn't have
the
the
rifle.
it doesn't have the backpack that it needs, and it's a different
it's a different
pauldron
trigger
is
in the
different?
rifle.
And there's
Yeah,
a little
I-
bit more
Pauldron is
sand on
different
his
as well.
shoes.
Yeah, I have the pauldron that comes with like the Sand Trooper Commander. It's completely different.
Same thing with the TK from Rogue One. It's a completely different backpack. It's a completely different pauldron. It has a different rifle.
Now, are you asking if the base figure is the same? Because then you're getting into like, well, is the body of Obi-Wan the same as the body that comes with Anakin? Because that's just they're reusing parts. You're getting into.
That's not what I said at all, though.
At the end
I
of
know,
the day,
but you're getting like real, like very specific. Like this figure we have not gotten before. Technically,
I will say this: at the end of the day, I do agree, Eddie, that we should have gotten the Mortar Trooper first. You know, whatever part of the argument whatever the part of the argument that puts me on, I do agree. But I will say there are so many people that desperately want, troopers that a trooper release is not a bad thing.
For me, at the end of the day, don't make it a Hot Toys exclusive. What are you making this a Hot Toys exclusive for?
I think that's the best way to do it. You don't want Bespin Han to be a Hot Toys exclusive. I'd rather have the fucking Stormtrooper Commando.
I think they should have released the mortar instead of this one, or have done a 2-pack and left this one later on.
Look, the mortar will be here anytime now.
Yeah, well, like I said, whatever you don't see this week that you're seeing, I don't know if it's going to come. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get.
But it's such an easy release of the Mortar Trooper. I mean, they have.
Oh, for sure.
They have just printing money.
Exactly.
People really like that design.
Dude, Howard Chan is probably in the chat right now, listening. Like, do people want this Mortar Trooper?
You listen to me, Howard.
We got Eddie over here. Like, no, it's stupid. And he's
Eddie's having a panic attack.
I guess we're not gonna get it then.
Howard.
I don't think that's what happened.
We get our Bespin Han tomorrow.
I just want to say that I love all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. And I think it's good if we have a civil discussion and have disagreements.
Dude. Heated discussions are the best.
Now, let me say this. I think Hot Toys... I don't know. Is he frozen?
Who?
Eddie Shake. Oh, no, you look frozen. Oh, okay.
Dude, you were like
blink twice if you're...
Blink twice if you're under distress.
In Milwaukee.
Mark Pearson says, I do agree Mortar should have been first. I think Hot Toys had some great stuff, right? But I think these two figures by Sideshow just completely overshadowed everything that they showed.
Yeah.
When I think of Obi-Wan and Anakin, I don't think of Hayden Christensen, right? I don't think of Ewan McGregor. I think of this.
Ewan
McGregor. Whatever. I think of this right here. Clip that. Clip that. Clip that.
I'm not saying I just want you, but I'm.
Look, Stateham, it happens, right? As soon as I was keying that up, I was like, I'm gonna butcher this like 100%. At any rate, I think that they just completely just whipped it out.
Stole the
that
show.
BDE and stole the show. We're gonna show some pictures of these later, but at this point, there's no price, there's no release timetable. This opens up a ton of stuff. Are we going to get animation style clones?
Dude.
Are we going to get Ahsoka? Are we going to get all of these amazing characters? This is like, opening Pandora's box of,
Dude, if they announce an animation style Ahsoka, I'm not getting the Hot Toys. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Eddie,
also,
please clip that, by the way.
Dude.
That was great.
If Sean Fear is still in the chat, get ready, because people are going to want clone trooper heads to go with their animation, the Anakin and Obi-Wan. I'm going to get
absolutely.
Rex and Cody, because I'll have both, and they could perfectly go with these guys. That's going to be fucking incredible. I cannot wait for these. I really hope they do come out, because like I said, nothing's been like announced price-wise or release-wise, so this is fucking cool.
I think they look great. I mean, but this is something that's really not for me. I like the Anakin. The Anakin looks fantastic. I'm just not too keen on the Obi-Wan. For some reason, it just looks kind of...
The legs look off. I don't know.
I'm more concentrating on the upper tunic. It just looks... I understand that's the way it's supposed to look.
I think it might be the pose also kind of spreading.
Probably.
When they did the booth tour, the live stream, they said that they wanted it to be animated. So they made the legs look like where they get really skinny at the ankles.
Yeah.
They made it look like that on purpose because
yeah.
that's the animation style.
Dude,
the characters are leaner and taller.
Yeah, the animation influence translates very well to these figures.
What I'm like finding trouble like deciding on is because these look so much like Clone Wars, I obviously want both of these. Do I still get the Hot Toys Anakin and Obi-Wan, and do I go down that line? Because the way they said it in the boot tour is like they're going to continue this Clone Wars line. So it's like
I would get them just for their outfits.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine if they did Grievous and Asajj and Palpatine in this style, bro?
Palpatine?
Forget about
again. Palpatine? Come on, bro.
Bro, at least I know.
Palpatine.
Bro, at least
I don't want any
know-
Palpatine in my orange juice, please.
At least I know the name of my show for my intro. Don't be coming to me like that, my guy.
I'm gonna. Can I get some Palpatine at the Darth Maul?
How do you pronounce these words? Dean, tell me how you pronounce these names.
Like he's your Palpatine.
Exactly.
Palpatine. Okay.
Papa
well,
Palps. Right?
Go for Papa Palpatine.
That was a great voiceover.
Look, you know these ones. The differences with the Hot Toys one is that they also come with the armor over the shoulders with Anakin, and the Anakin also comes with the staff. So you could, that might be a good kit match between the two. Same, I think the Obi-Wan also comes with the chest armor and then the shoulder pads as well. On the Hot Toys solicited pictures, did they show anything like that on the booth tours? Because I haven't seen any live streams yet.
No, they did show them posed up, but there wasn't. Sometimes they'll put like the accessories spread out.
Yeah.
They didn't do that.
Yeah.
John, what do you think about it?
I'm not a fan of the Sideshow's figures.
All right,
so.
let's move on. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here.
They don't look bad. Look, they look nice. If they do the
Get
full
him out.
line,
Dude, it's so funny.
I
'cause, like,
literally can't talk today. It's
Dude,
not. It's
I
not
like
okay.
the Hot Toys the route that they're going. These are nice. These are nice to put on a little cartoon shelf. But for me, I go the Hot Toys route. I'm not a fan of Sideshow's figure products.
Dude, every time someone says something wrong, we just gotta clip it and just.
It's really funny because.
And you came at me hard too, John. I'm gonna be coming for you the whole show, bro.
Everybody watching the show just sees us eject.
They think we
Cito.
fucking hate each other, bro.
They see us eject John, but we can still see John when he's like not in the show, and
Like
his
rolling it
face. Dude, he was so mad.
You ever see a Canadian so triggered?
Dude, never. I didn't think they got that way. I thought they like bred that out genetically.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, Mark says I don't
He
like
might be
pulp
a
in my
part of the
orange
Bad
juice.
At Paul Marguerite.
I gotta practice that. Usually, I just call him pulp, so I don't usually say
Emperor
the full-
Paul.
Palpatine. There we go.
Eddie, you like
Danny
these?
says the plot, bro.
Eddie,
Yeah,
you
I
like
love-
these over the Hot Toys?
They're animated. That's what I want.
100%, bro.
They're
That's what you want, okay.
animated. Like even
I
the
was-
even the tailoring, the gloves, like the lightsabers,
Bro,
all
the
looks
lightsaber
animated.
tip, dude.
Yeah.
See-
I will
see-
say,
Go ahead.
John, I think this might be what you're looking for. When I want a Clone
I
Wars
was gonna hit him with the
Anakin,
ejecto again.
I thought that's what was coming.
if I want a Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan on my shelf, this is what I want. If
Yeah.
I want Anakin and Obi-Wan from Episode 3, I'd stick to the Hot Toys.
See, with me, I think the issue with me is I haven't gone into the animated series whatsoever.
Oh,
And-
dude.
Oh,
yeah.
Clone Wars
You're,
is
you're
fucking
missing out,
brilliant.
dude.
So I think that's
Clone Wars
where
is
yeah.
brilliant.
See, so even if he had watched Bad Batch today, it would have made no point. He needs to watch
he's gonna be
all
like, "Who
7
the fuck
seasons
is
of
this
Clone
guy,
Wars.
bro?"
Well, you know, I
Before
stick
even
to the
watching it.
schedule.
No, you can still watch Bad Batch
How
without
dare you.
having seen any of the previous Clone Wars.
Dude,
Well-
John was so mad that we weren't going to talk about Godfather today. I'm like, bro, we're going to have a 2-hour Star Wars show with 20 minutes of Godfather.
I know, we're almost at
in
an
the
hour
middle.
now, and we're not even done with the
My goodness.
announcements.
Now, my only concern, and we'll move on after this, with the Mythos Obi-Wan, they recently switched to single-jointed elbows. I think that's a concern that these could be on single joint. I think they really need the double joint to get in those real expressive poses from the animation style. And also just the general quality of the bodies, right? Are they going to be loose? Are they going to be flimsy? Are they going to be having shoulder separation issues right out of the package? It's going to be very interesting to see. But honestly, to me, this was the absolute coolest thing that I saw this weekend, including the blurg. And I think Sideshow really stole the show today.
Yeah.
So-
They also... Go ahead, John.
So I was going to say, you would recommend watching the animated series?
Yes.
Well, Well, there's Clone Wars, and then there's Clone Wars the animated series. Clone Wars the animated series was from 2004, and it's hand drawn. This is from the 3D animation style, but I wouldn't. It's not a show that goes like from beginning to end, right?
Okay.
It's what do they call it? It's episodic, I think is the word for it.
There were
Like-
animated shorts when they first dropped. They were like 5-minute shorts that would come out like. At
No.
7:30.
I'm talking about the 3D animation style. The show isn't in sequential order.
Yeah,
So
it's
there's
all over
events
the
that happen. Yeah, when I first saw it, I didn't understand that, and so I was like, they just completely ignored what happened in the last episode. But there's runs of episodes. So it might be like 3 or 4 episodes that are part of an arc, and then the next 3 or 4 episodes might be a totally different arc. So there's people that have built lists of how you can watch it, and maybe episodes and arcs that aren't that important that you can avoid. So even though it's like well over 100 episodes long, there's core episodes that you should watch. And I think you're a big fan of some of these characters that you have statues of. I think you'll be able to find more appreciation for them through that show.
Yeah, the Clone Wars really made me like Anakin at all. I thought Anakin was so fucking lame and whiny in the prequels, but it isn't until you watch the Clone Wars and really dive into why he is that way that I found, like Zach said, a new appreciation for the character. So that's why I want these bad.
So you
like,
say
so bad.
Follow like the timeline, because I know they have a timeline where you go in between the prequels and the Clone Wars, and you go back and forth. Follow as opposed to just watching them all back to back.
It's not back and forth. Just
This is all self-contained in the Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
It's after Attack of the Clones, before Revenge of the Sith. That's the Clone Wars.
And so you get into like the last 2 seasons, and it sticks to like one timeline.
Just the timeline. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Definitely.
But there's like hugely important storylines, like the explanation of why the clones just blindly followed Order 66. You see Anakin in the movie, he kind of just oh yeah, I'll do the dark side. But in the show, it's built up over many
7
major
seasons.
events that happens where he's tempted and he taps into it just a little bit.
John, just watch it for the Mortis trilogy. Also, that is some of the best freaking Clone Wars that's out there.
There's sometimes where you're watching an episode and you're like, oh man, this ARC Trooper is fucking cool, and then 3 episodes later he's like grunt. And you're like, wait. What?
Yeah.
Wasn't he just an ARC Trooper? And then 3 episodes later, it's like he gets promoted to being an ARC Trooper. You're like, wait, what the fuck is happening? So definitely, we'll find the list for you so you can watch it in a kind of sequential order. But dude, Clone Wars is absolutely brilliant.
Sounds
Dude,
good.
it's a banger, absolute banger. Equan says you could probably skip season 1 and 2. Don't skip D Squad though. That's the best part of the whole show.
Well, you also have to start with the movie. Because that's
actually, the movie's like the 3rd episode, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
With the baby slug guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like the 3rd or 4th
Zebo.
episode.
Shumata says it's on Slate.com, a guide to Star Wars: The Clone Wars for grown-ups, how to watch the entire series without having to sit through a single Jar Jar Binks episode. There is those episodes. Wow. Sideshow put up the premium format Ahsoka Tano. Excellent exclusive here. Mario, I'll let you pronounce that because I'm not trying to fuck up anything else today. $565 for the regular, $585 for the exclusive. Only $20 more, coming out May to June 2022. I'm not a big statue guy, but I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it.
The exclusive is the Morai.
I would have nailed it, but I'm glad you did that for me.
Look, I'm happy to see an Ahsoka rendition in Rebels. However, the overall presentation leaves a little bit to be desired. Look, I like the exclusive piece. I'm not that much a fan of the pose. The base is a little underwhelming, but it's an Ahsoka premium format that, well, we never really get Ahsoka statues, so I'm sure this is a welcome release for some collectors. I'm right now I'm on the fence whether or not I'll pick it up. Most likely right now I probably won't, but I have spoken to some other collectors that are really excited about it. And congratulations to anyone else who decides to pre-order this really soon.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't like the Spider-Man whipping hand. I'll tell you that much.
I know Eddie said that's a gesture she does, but in all the pictures that I saw, it didn't look so pronounced. It was like But I just saw a few photos.
Yeah, it's like it's based on Rebels, but it doesn't look like Rebels. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's like the outfit is from Rebels, but like the face is not. Like I don't know. It's just kind of like I don't like this at all. I have nothing good to say about it. I really don't. I mean, I'm not a statue guy to begin with, so I'm interested to hear what Eddie has to say.
No, it could have been done better. First of all, I haven't seen Rebels, so I have no attachment to this outfit of her. I prefer the season 7 Clone Wars look of Ahsoka or the Mandalorian look, but I agree with Zach. I don't like the pose, and then there was a picture from kind of behind her where she looks like she's falling, like she can't get her balance on whatever she's standing on, and it looks funny. And then the flipping hand. So I did send Zach some pictures because she does do that when she's holding her lightsabers, but it isn't like she's straight out web slinging here. And in the pictures, she's like, she's kind of got her fingers out, but they're not like this, like rockers, or whatever. But
Jesus.
But I don't. It could. I mean, people want a statue of Ahsoka, so that's cool. But I think this could have been done better, especially with they showed this at what is it, SDCC last year? Like they didn't show it, but they did the premium format announcement that they were doing one, or was it at New York this year?
I think it was New York this year, or last year.
Towards the end of the year, then, right?
Towards the end of the year, yeah.
I feel like they had a lot of time to make this better.
Now, based off of the art print that we saw not too long ago, I thought it was going to be something like that, right? Because don't a lot of the premium formats usually take inspiration based off the art print that drops prior to the statue release?
They usually do a statue that goes with the art print, but they're not usually the same pose or anything. They just go together.
So there are a couple. Well, there's one big custom out there that we're still kind of waiting for. I don't think it's Rebels related, but it's Mandalorian, the Mandalorian version of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So the NYC version, I'm anxious to see how that comes out.
Yeah.
Dude,
real quick before John talks about it, Mario, you guys are doing a bonus In and Outs Friday, right?
Yeah. John and I are going to put something together. We want to just cap the end of the week with all the announcements from yesterday, today, and potentially tomorrow. So everyone stop by. I'm still thinking about what time we want to go on because there's something else I want to take care of around the time frame that we're usually
nasty,
on.
Bro. It's disgusting, bro. Don't talk about that now.
Hey.
Mr.
Anyway.
Cortez.
Well, we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out and we'll let you know what time it drops.
He's got to get his beehole waxed.
John, what do you think about this?
I'm kind of in the same ballpark. Congratulations to everybody who likes the statue and ordered it. For me, it's a little underwhelming, the base and so forth. What has me worried, I want to see what the edition size is going to look like.
Dude.
Yeah.
I think
based
it's
off the
45,000.
Yeah, based off the pre-orders, I think it's going to be out of this world. But I agree with Mario. I think there's a lot of these custom fan art projects that are down the pipeline. I think we're going to see a much better job done. We'll see.
Did they show a price for this? Sorry. What was the price?
The price is $565 for the regular, $585 for the exclusive.
So we're mentioning fan arts and customs and stuff. This is a good $300 cheaper than any of those. So if you even remotely like it, just get this. Because the fan art stuff is sold out. 2 of them are. But the one that I have on order was close to 900, and it's the same scale. So you pay the difference,
But what do you prefer?
Well, I mean, the one I got is leagues better than this one.
Yeah.
So
you're kind of paying for what you get.
Yeah. Of course.
Everybody in the chat is telling Eddie to watch Rebels.
I know I need to. So I had the same issue with Clone Wars, and I'm sure John, if he actually watches it, will say the same thing. The first season was rough to get through, but once you get into it, it gets really good. But Rebels was the same way. I watched 2 or 3 episodes, and it was kind of rough.
Rebels is very Disney.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they just like it's like holy shit, these guys are gonna die, and then it's like, oh, we found this magical portal that somehow gets us on the other side of the planet.
Spoilers, man! Come on.
Yeah, that's a huge.
What the
That's not a
hell,
spoiler.
Dean?
That's a huge.
Dean, that's a freaking spoiler. Do you not remember the damn show?
Ejectocito.
Well,
God.
it doesn't feel like a spoiler to me because I don't know the context in which this is happening.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, you also didn't let me finish what I was saying. You cut me off.
How dare you?
They like
Well, hurry up.
It's very like magical. Where Clone Wars was written before Disney got involved, so
Yeah.
it's a lot heavier and a lot darker. But Rebels come swinging in the later seasons. We're just like, okay, holy shit, this is pretty fucking good.
I think episode 2 or season 2 rather was also the way they started off and how it ended was freaking fantastic.
Equan brings up my favorite point. Rebels finishes Darth Maul's story, which thank God, because I'm so fucking sick
Dude,
of
that
seeing
motherfucker's
him.
gonna come back somehow, dude. He's gonna be in fucking episode 15.
I would rather watch, and I'm not even fucking kidding.
Red Rocket
Like this
Strikes
isn't
Back.
even like I'm not just saying this for like a joke or like. I would rather watch a fucking Jar Jar Binks fucking Disney Plus series than anything new related to Maul.
Jesus.
I
Jeez,
fucking
ruthless.
On my
hate
boy.
that
Yeah.
character.
Bro, can you imagine the fucking banger Binks a Star Wars story, bro? Are you fucking
Dude.
kidding me, bro?
It would be infinitely better than Darth Maul, who fucking sucks at everything he does.
Jesus.
At least fucking Jar Jar Binks was a senator. What did Darth Maul ever do? Not fucking.
Killed my boy, Qui-Gon. That's what he did.
Spoiler alert, bro.
Spoiler. Jeez.
Yeah, spoilers! Fuck you guys.
Now that we got that out of our system.
Dude, Dean went full Jar Jar. Who's the Jar Jar King? The fucking guy that's like.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, bro. Anakin Skywalker MLB Mythos statue is coming soon. No real details about this yet, so
That's
it
cool.
is a thing though.
Color me intrigued.
I
Dude,
will
it's
say-
crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
I was just gonna say it looks cooler than the Obi-Wan of this partner statue, because that one's just so boring. Like it looks like it should be way more dynamic, and it's not. This one at least does. Like it looks. I like it.
And in the tour, they said that there is a second head sculpt with
Thank
like a
God.
raging expression coming
Oh, nice.
too.
He looks too calm to be like in this
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, but I mean, I know it's not styled like Clone Wars, but in Clone Wars, Anakin's like not trying ever. He just like fucks shit up every time he's on screen. So
Yeah,
like,
but I
I
think that's more
actually don't mind that.
Constraint
But
of the animation, though.
yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
glass shattering moment for you guys. He looks like they just signed him for the Dodgers and he's ready to knock out a home run.
Yeah, he actually kind of looks like fucking Adam Driver in this picture.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, it is his grandson, so I guess that makes sense.
What do you think? What do you think, John?
Well, I think it's going to be a good companion piece with the Obi-Wan, but no, it's not for me.
Obi-Wan.
I like the old.
You came at me too hard, bro. Would this be a good pairing for the Darth Vader that you got? The Mythos?
No.
Would you okay.
No.
well.
No. Uncomparable.
Okay.
XM teased a Revan and Malik. I think that I think this has the potential to be Mario just got real dork. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think this could be cool. What do you think, Dean?
I love these two characters. That being said, I don't like what I'm looking at.
Really?
What?
Yeah, they're kind of like the Malik's cool. I guess maybe the Revan, I need to see the whole thing. Because these are kind of cut off. And I know that's not y'all's fault. I know that's just what we got. But I want to see it painted. I need to see a full ass, like, someone just said it here, Mark Pearson. 3D renders don't do it for me. I want to see, like, I need to see it to be like, to really make up my mind, like, yes and no. The poses, Again, I like Malik's. Revan's looks a little kind of just boring, which it's like Revan's one of the coolest characters ever. So I feel
Fan
like he
favorite.
Yeah, I feel like he should really be more like, I don't know, badass looking. Not that it doesn't look badass, but again, I just need to see it in its full glory.
You know, I'm not, to tell you the truth, I'm not too familiar with either of these two characters, but to say that Revan doesn't look badass, I don't know what more would you want out of the pose? I mean, I like them both. I think they both look phenomenal. Yes, there are renders only, and we do need to see what they are like in hand. Everything done up and painted. I'm excited for these two. These look absolutely great as a pair, as a set. Again, I don't know the relation between the two characters themselves, but
they were like BFFs and then mortal enemies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that's kind of why they have them. That's why they're posed facing off.
Okay.
It would be, you know, it'd be really fucking cool. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but if you could pose them like, I guess, because when Revan looks like this is when they're like friends. So if you could pose them like together, like back to back, maybe would be kind of fucking cool, and then maybe have like a like a different way to connect the base where then they're facing off, like depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these characters are fucking dope.
Danny Lee says, "I'm just glad XM is continuing to do Star Wars."
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What were we gonna say, Eddie?
Dean, do you remember the lightsaber that's in his right hand? I know the one in his left hand is his. Who's the right hand lightsaber?
That's his. He has two.
Oh, okay. So that's just like the red and the purple one?
Yeah, he has a red and a purple one.
Oh, okay. So the one in his left hand is the purple one.
I think the one in his left hand is the purple one.
Oh, okay. Because I have
like
the
his
left
left hands.
Yeah.
Not the one on the left, but the one on his left. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
John,
a few months ago, Eddie, I think these photos like leaked, didn't they?
Yeah, the renders were shown, and we all thought that this wasn't going to happen anymore because someone let it out, and so the fact that they're showing this at all is really cool.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with Dean with the Malik. Like, I know Danny really loves the way the Malik looks. I don't know what it is, but I'm not sold on the Malik, but I love the Revan. I think the Revan looks great.
I love them both. I'll probably pick them up.
And I'm sure the Malik is going to come with several head switch outs, Dean, to do like when he takes that jaw part off and it just like has the gaping hole there, and like they'll probably have stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that another spoiler?
Spoiler. Jesus.
I mean,
what do you think,
dude? That's like being like, well, Jesus died, and being like, oh my God, I didn't know that. It's like, dude, that's kind of your fault for not knowing that by now.
Wait,
like,
yeah.
This game is from like 2000. Like, that's,
RPGs aren't my thing.
I mean, not everyone plays every game, though, my guy.
I know, but like, I'm not gonna tiptoe around a game that's been out for
seriously.
2 decades because you didn't play it.
John, again, what are your thoughts?
Jesus Christ, everyone's interrupting John.
That's for last, right? No. So far.
So I'll say this.
Anyway, what I was gonna say.
General.
Wow.
I thought hazing week was over.
Well,
listen to me.
Did he just solo cam himself?
I didn't touch a thing. This so far looks really good. Knowing XM's track record, without a doubt, these are going to come out amazing. So I'm excited to see the final product.
Oh yeah.
That's it. The Revan looks really good.
That whole time for that.
Well, you
Iron
guys said
Studios
everything else.
General Grievous. Gotta earn your keep, my guy.
Wow, dude.
Wow. Okay.
I
Well,
feel
we'll just end the
attacked.
show. I feel attacked, bro. James C says, I never played that game. Thanks for fucking ruining it.
That's your fault, James. Not mine.
Iron Studios.
You could buy it on your phone. You could buy it for the PC still. Like, that's your fault.
Third time's a charm. Iron Studios 1/10 scale. Grievous 365 releasing January to March 2022. I am not a huge fan of this pose. It really bothers me that he's like at an angle.
They're fucking goofy, dude.
I mean,
fart?
It's. I don't know what that was. That was.
I didn't know Danny was in
that.
this
I don't know. It probably was Danny.
He jumped
Popped in to rip one real quick and build.
I think it's a little expensive for what you get, but Iron Studios does make some really good stuff. But I just think that their prices are just a little bit too high. I think it looks good. I think it'll probably be a good statue. I just think it's priced a bit too high. Not a huge fan of. I know there's a lot of statue collectors that like it all to be, one material. They don't really like fabric with their statues. So I'm not personally of that opinion. I haven't purchased enough statues to really have an opinion on that. But I can see that being a cause for concern for those collectors. Dean, what do you think about this?
Other than the cape, I think it's okay. It's a little goofy, but they picked the material that doesn't scale properly.
It
On
looks
the
a little
top,
too thick, maybe.
Yeah, the top layer looks way you could definitely tell that that's not proper. I happen to like, if cloth is going to be cloth, I like that. I don't really like polystone cloth. It always looks kind of weird. But if you wanted to keep a pose, obviously the polystone would be better. But this is just kind of draping kind of normally, so I don't really hate it. Not a statue for me, but, again, I'm not a statue guy. What about you, Mario?
There was some excitement this morning with the teasers that were released. You saw 4 lightsabers that lit up, right? So everyone knew that it was, most collectors knew that, hey, we're getting Grievous. And then when the official pictures dropped, we're like, oh shit, it's 1/10, right? So
exactly.
it was such a letdown. I mean, we saw Grievous. I don't know if I can claim that, John, even though I predicted we'll see a Hot Toys Grievous, but we saw Grievous in another state. Yeah, save your money, go for the Sideshow premium format if you can track it down.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I don't see the fabric issue that you guys are having. I think they did it well. I think the pose is fine. I could see the price. I don't justify the price. I don't think that's justified. 300 and some for this, because there's other Iron Studios statues that are the same size that are in the 200, like low 200. So I'm not sure why this is 300. It makes me think it's a licensing thing, maybe. But I think it's cool. People love the 1/10 X-Men line. So if you like smaller scale stuff, if you like the smaller scale stuff, now you see they're starting a line in smaller scale that you can collect everything.
Yeah. Mark Pearson says, I don't mind soft goods, but the price should reflect that. $350 for a 1/10. Fuck off. Manny says the best thing so far about this week has been the codes. The announcements have been a lame-o. Danny says he believes it should be about $100 cheaper. Magneto Deluxe is $240. This was now that a lot of people in the United States.
No, I'm invisible. I feel like Drax.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's okay.
Go ahead, John.
No, don't worry about it. Let's go.
I felt hurt, John. I feel hurt.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead. Forget about it.
John, can we get your thoughts?
Forget about it. No, for
a
me.
Penny for your thoughts, or what do you guys use over there? Queen tokens.
We used to have pennies. No more pennies.
Maple.
No, anyone who's into the 1/10 line, I think it's a good representation. For me, I'm going to wait for the Hot Toys. I still have faith that Hot Toys will eventually drop this. Grievous, so we'll see.
That's the dream, right? A fucking Hot Toys Grievous. I own the Sideshow one, and it was not good, and then Zach broke it, but...
Well, you gave it to me pre-broken, bro. You probably put a drop of glue. I fucking breathed on that thing, and it snapped. I was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking got bamboozled, bro.
You admitted it on the old show.
Well, no. Now, the Baby Yoda was released in the United States.
Right,
people have gotten theirs, and we've already seen 2 issues right out of the box with tearing in the material. Now, we've seen photos of the packaging, and I don't think it was damaged from the packaging. There's nothing sharp in that area that would cut the neck like that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which means one of 2 things, right? Maybe some slip past QC and arrive damaged. Or people are saying that they're opening it and it's torn, but the first thing they're doing is fucking with that jaw and ripping it. Both of those are concerning, right? Both of those are concerning. This is a figure that is only maybe, like 2 or 3 months since it was released in Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. And if we're already seeing issues like this straight out of the box, I don't think this is going to be a figure that a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, I just feel so bad. Like if down the line you attempt to articulate the jaw and it just rips, and you've treated it, you've never messed with it, and it's just that one time, all it takes, and it rips. These two people, they are claiming that they opened the box and this is what it was like. And we mentioned it when they first made the change back in December. I had mentioned some other examples of Hot Toys that they're, the material in the jaws haven't aged well. The Alien Warrior was the last one. And I thought it was neat that they were adding that functionality because it initially didn't have that. But I felt that it was going to be something that would not be a good thing in the long run. Dean, what do you think about it?
I think it's a fucking travesty. Honestly, Sideshow did better. Off the bat, right now, this is unacceptable. Even if the first thing the people that bought these did was grab it and start articulating the jaw, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to do a fair amount of stressing without worrying about something like this. Not that I'm saying you should fucking be yanking it open, but I mean, there's no way these people did anything too crazy. Just looking at the condition of the rest of it, like, it's not good. It's a really bad look. Someone said it might be their first recall, which I think would probably be.
Well, they've had other issues. I mean, the Tony Stark head sculpt, they technically are recalling that head sculpt. The Deadpool, the second batches, they changed the way that functioned. So that the wrist wouldn't get cut up by the suit wouldn't get cut up by the gloves.
I mean, definitely,
Sean
things out, but
yeah, Sean says the line looks way too clean to be a rip. I would say in the left one for sure, but in the right one, it's definitely jagged. You could definitely see that there is. I don't know why my mouse doesn't show up sometimes, but you could definitely see that that's not a clean cut, and it almost looks like it's catching on whatever this is right here. There's like a hard piece of plastic, and it's ripping on that. BMW Lover says in the instructions it says not to leave the mouth closed for long periods. John, what do you think about this?
I think I don't know. They're stating that they opened the box and this is how the figure came out with a jaw like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was an issue. I don't think this is going to be an issue. How many people have this figure? It's been out. We've had 2 cases. I don't know. I think this was a fault of Hot Toys with the packaging with these 2. I don't know. Maybe there's more cases out there, but I don't know. This I agree with Mark. I'm skeptical as well.
I mean, it's only been shipping for a week, and we've seen already just 2, but that doesn't mean that there's other people in other groups that we're not in that have had this issue.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Don't even have a social account.
This whole thing where you can open the jaw, close the jaw, over time you keep playing with that, I think it's going to lead to problems. But if you're the type of person who's going to pull it out of the box, keep it in one pose, not play around with it, I can't see this happening.
It happened to Wonder Woman and to Hellboy, and those figures are already falling apart. Hellboy, I mean, people are saying they never have articulated it, and the material's falling apart.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
And that happened to people that we know that they know how to take care of their shit.
Has it? Okay.
Look at this chick's nails, dude. I don't trust this chick with her nails.
I don't know. There's something here that's not kosher.
Look at these fucking. I don't know, man, but I agree with John. I think that maybe a couple of them had this issue. Look at Cody, right? Cody came and a lot of them had broken shoulders. Now,
yeah,
how did that happen? That was a factory thing, obviously, because no one opened him and just started yanking the damn shoulder. So I think this is a factory thing. Maybe a couple of them got in there like this. They maybe in the factory they test the jaws before they send them out, and they stress it out because I think that the material's too thick to rip like this from just articulating the jaw. Now, over time, maybe, but even still, I could see it lasting a long time just because of how thick the material is. Now, when I think of degrading from this, I'm thinking in the very corners of the mouth, we'll see little stress signs. That's what I'm thinking we'll see, but I don't think we'll see anything like this. I think this is like John said, this is a couple people, and if more than one have it, that could be the issue too, but I still think it's a factory thing, not anything to do with the articulation or anything like that.
At what point, before Mario jumps in, at what point does it become a big deal, though? I mean, 2 is not a big deal, right?
Well, did we go crazy with Cody?
I think anybody did. A lot of people were fucking freaking out about, like, Dean was like freaking out that he was gonna get one of those broken.
Yeah, but did they recall the line? Did they take figures?
They had to swap out a bunch of figures.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll
like
they'll swap
ton of
these
figures.
out. They're gonna
and
swap
then you get
these
it,
out.
and then what if it's past 30 days and it rips? I mean, the issue isn't like it
No,
arrives
it ripped
in
out
perfect
of the
condition.
box though. It's not like it ripped 30 days
I know
later.
that, but I'm saying, you know, what if you store it, you take it out and it's ripped, or if you have it on display, you go to show a friend that
I mean,
it moves
I
and
think
it rips.
that's
I mean,
the user too. I think that's on the person that bought it. If you don't check your figures when you get them, that's on you. You know, there's a 30-day, time frame that you have. What's your excuse? Oh, I had to put it straight to storage. You couldn't open it, look at it, and put it in storage. You know what I mean? So I kind of think that's on the user as well.
I agree with Eddie that I think it was something in the factory either test. If she pulled it out of the box and it was like this, there's no way. It was in the factory with testing it. There's no way that this figure is going to be in good condition leaving the factory, and when she opens the box, this tear is going to be there. If it was in good condition when the factory put it in the box, when she pulled it out, unless she started playing with it, or whoever was doing this started playing with it back and forth, or some kid got a hold of it. But if it was good going into the box and the box was just open to take the figure out, I don't believe that this would have happened, in my opinion.
Why? Okay, we've seen this happen time and time again. Like Zach mentioned earlier, we saw it happen with Wonder Woman. I think didn't the recent Hellboy also start to have the chest start to deteriorate? I've seen this happen with Thor with his arms. It seems like anytime that they use this type of rubber material on a body that can articulate, it's always bound to crack. So why are they still insistent on using these type of materials?
I think figures, they didn't come out the box like that. This is people who that had most of them. I mean, do you know of a specific case where it came out of the box?
Even if it didn't come out of the box like that, why even take the chance of using the same materials?
Because I had the Princess Diana, the training armor. Nothing ever happened to her arms.
Yeah.
I posed her. I never left her in a pose. Nothing ever happened to her arms. Now, I've had Fison bodies where if I left the arms like that, the elbows ripped. But that's user error. Like, you know what you're buying. Don't leave them bent.
There's other factors to consider, right? Don't we also have to consider the weather conditions, whether if it's in a high humidity area? That's something beyond the collector's control, too.
100%.
And to see these materials disintegrate like this over time, it just sucks. I would think by now they would have tried to put a little bit more R&D into these things and decide whether or not they want to keep using the same materials that have been known to crack and flake and
Justin
like
says this a
or
lot,
not.
and this is what I think they think about that. They try to make the thing look as realistic as possible. That's all they care about. They don't care like how long you want it to last while you're posing it, how long you want it to last while it's standing on your shelf. That's all stuff that you have to do to take care of your figure. All they care about is getting you something that looks 100% close to, or as close as possible to the character in the show. So the only way to do that is to give it rubber. Otherwise, how else do they make it look like skin?
Well, I think you can make any material with
exactly.
I mean, Hot Toys makes resin or like whatever that material they use for their 6-scale head sculpts look like skin. It's just paint application.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say the whole issue comes from the jaw. If they would have kept it with a mouth that didn't move, then this would have been a non-issue. They could have cast it in a more firm material. I'm almost wondering, just looking at these photos here, and I only have these photos here. Maybe something happened during transit where this plastic piece maybe moved around a bit up against that, and just as it was going from point A to point B. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of if what these people were saying is legit, because I don't think that there's a piece that's missing. Some people were saying that maybe there's a piece missing from the factory, but this is all probably cast. Like this flesh that goes over the apparatus to articulate it, it's probably all one piece, right? As far as the head goes. I don't think that they're gluing like, the cheeks on and then the lower. I don't think that's the issue. I could be wrong, but I don't think that they would do that. BMW says money has a point. This is a fragile piece. Record your unboxing of this Grogu for sure. And one thing that was interesting is the lady on the left, she mentioned that it looked fine, and then when she tilted the head up to look at the shirt, something like that she noticed it was ripped. So the one on the right, I think he said he just opened it and it was ripped. The one on the left, she said that it looked fine, but then when she tilted the head up, it was ripped. So take that with a grain of salt. But
just to add something as well, I agree with Mario when he's saying about the bodies and this material. Look, if you're gonna buy a Hot Toys made of this material, give you an example is the old King Leonidas 300 figure. The entire body is made of this same material. It's like buying a statue. They come out of the box, you put them on the shelf, and you do not move them, because if you put them in a pose, over time it's going to tear. So I get what you're saying in regards to the material, but like we were saying, the only thing they care about is making it look as lifelike as possible.
But is that really a good standard to set? I mean, if people, hang on, let me fucking finish. We know Steven Purchase selling a Hot Toys Hellboy, and he knows how to take care of his stuff.
Yeah.
And in his sales post, he had already started to have some of that degradation in the Hellboy. Yeah. I mean, that is not a figure that's been out for a long time, right?
No.
And, if it looks great for, a few months, I mean, is it really worth $300?
I don't know if Steven's a good example.
That's
because
almost
his had a very little nick. I don't know if that
I'm not
counts
saying
as
it's
a
the best
degrading
example,
figure.
but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he takes care of his stuff. He's what I would consider to be a much, like a very experienced collector, already having that issue. And that, for me, is why I'm switching over somewhat to some statue stuff, because I don't really have to worry about that. Now, of course, with statue, Polystone, if you knock it, you might chip it or something like that. There's with anything that you collect, there's going to be some factor of how it can be damaged, but I mean, I feel bad because, I mean, there's people that say, I've never touched my Wonder Woman. I turned it around to, dust it off, and the shoulder was starting to split open. And I don't know that, and we could be making a mountain out of a molehill, but I don't know that a figure just looking good is like a bar that they should be striving for.
It's not right to be spending this kind of money.
Exactly.
You pull a figure out of a box, put it on your shelf, and in a year, it's damaged. It's not right.
I think, it's like what I said. Don't buy it. Get the Sideshow.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's exactly
Get the Sideshow one. If you have a problem with the rubber, don't get that figure. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they care. I think they make it the way they want to make it. And if you can't take care of it, or if you have an issue with how rubber's going to be, they're not going to stop making the figures that way because
of course not.
You don't like that,
Do you think they'll make the blurg in this material? Fingers crossed, not.
No, of course not.
I don't think so.
Right.
Let's move on. Kylo from TROS was released. I think that this looks really good. It's tempting. I wouldn't say I'm like 100% on the ball to get it, but I think this does look pretty good. I think I got to give major props to Hot Toys. It seems like they did change the portrait just a little bit from the original one. I thought it looked a little gaunt. The new one does look a little bit better in my opinion. Dean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, they fixed his hair sculpt, which I thought was the worst part, honestly. But yeah, they gave him a little bit of a fuller face and chin. I think it looks great. I don't see me picking this up. I have a custom Kylo that I did that's basically the exact same thing. So, although I don't have a portrait of Adam Driver, but I mean,
I have one in my shelf. The you need a teacher sculpt.
What do you mean?
C-Reg made like 3 or 4 different head sculpts, and the one where he's like sweating and he's fighting Rey.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I don't remember if he's gritting his teeth, but it's like, you need a teacher.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Um,
If you want it, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had the perfect sculpt, but we all
then
know
you
the side end
dominated.
of that story. So, again, like, I don't really see myself spending the money for this just because it's, like, not that much better than what I have. So, it's cool, though. I like it.
Sean said he ordered this after the final picks. John, what do you have to say about this?
I discussed it a little bit. I like the update they did with the head sculpt. For me, I won't be picking him up. I don't have any of the sequel figures, so I don't have space for him. Maybe one day, but as of right now, everyone who picked him up, congratulations, but not for me. I like the light up on the helmet. I think that was a really nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Eddie?
So the helmet does light up? Sorry.
You can.
Yeah, I believe so.
I got nothing to say about this. Not a fan. So, I mean, it looks.
Mario, what do you got?
Figure looks good.
Yeah, I have it on pre-order also, and I'm the crazy Star Wars collector that's gonna get like damn near everything, including the sequels. So yeah, I love the updated head sculpt. The overall fit and finish, it looks great. And the only decision that I'm having a hard time with is, am I going to display him with the Adam Driver head sculpt or with the helmeted lit up sculpt? So either way, I'm happy with this release.
You have to buy two.
Maybe.
I do want this, right? But I feel like I already have an amazing Kylo. Victoria did the C-Reg head sculpt some justice, and it's just one of those things. I'm like, fuck, that head sculpt looks really good. I don't really want two Kylos, but I do want this one because I really like that red effect on the helmet, and I think this portrait is beautiful. I think they made changes that made this figure way better than what I was expecting when I saw that this figure had released in Hong Kong. And we give Hot Toys a lot of shit, but I think they made the right decision on this one.
Yep.
There's a look there at the two portraits. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
It's Watto Scrapyard, Annie. We want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard for sponsoring tonight's episode.
You can find them on Instagram at Watto Scrapyard. They're also on Facebook and eBay as well.
Yeah, man. They make 3D printed parts for hard-to-come-by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, which is a huge help when you're looking for those lost pieces. They also make printed head sculpts of literally anybody you could think of.
Literally anyone. They've made a head sculpt of me. They've made head sculpts of PewDiePie for you. They've made all kinds of Jedi, all kinds of characters from the Star Wars universe. They are absolutely amazing. They can get any sculpt you want designed and printed for a reasonable fee today.
We also want to thank our sponsor, 16 Corner. Zach, I absolutely adore 16 Corner.
They are the best in the biz. Great prices, great customer service. You send them a message, you don't get ignored, you don't get pushed to the back of some line. They write back, they're super polite, super caring, they pack and ship excellently. They're the best in the biz.
Yeah, man. Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles to their customers. They offer really good prices, like you said, great packaging, the likes of which we had never seen before.
Literally.
And fast shipping.
Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them. What a bunch of angels. Let's take a look at some of the booth photos. So this is Sideshow set up a nice little booth here. We have Mando on the blurred, Queel, which we'll show a close-up here in a second, Hunter, Bo, and Echo. I think Queel, the sculpt looks a bit soft. I think it is the lighting, though, that's lit pretty harshly. Yeah. But the blurg looks absolutely incredible. What do you guys think about these?
Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know. I didn't really like Queel enough to cream all over this.
What?
Some people were like, oh my god, I need this. It's like, I guess. I think you're right, though. I think it's the lighting on the Queel that's the problem. I think it looks great. Obviously, the blurg looks fucking cool. Yeah. I'm more excited about the Bo-Katan, but I know we're talking about the new stuff.
Dude, I think this Mando pose with him on the blurred might convince me to get this one.
Huh? Like,
yes, I am.
Where did he come
How
from?
dare you? It's 1,
I know,
2,
dude,
3,
like,
4, 5,
you
not
didn't know
1,
the
2 to
rules?
5 back to
Anyways,
3.
so
How
why
dare
does
you?
Quill look so sad? I mean,
How
come on.
dare you?
Maybe
what's
because you
going on?
jumped
What's
ahead
going
in
on
line
there?
and he fucking doesn't like that shit, dude.
It's like he's trying to get the words out of his mouth, but they don't come out.
That was pretty good. That wasn't bad.
John, what do you think about this?
I think it's perfect. I'm very happy with that quill. I do agree it's the lighting, but I think so far the outfit looks perfect. Let's see if he comes with a blurg, or if you're gonna have to buy him separately.
That's the
Blurg.
Blurg,
that's the face and the pose he made right before he died when he saw Baby.
Yeah,
Yoda.
exactly.
Oh no,
that's fucked up. Bro.
But I think it looks
you're gonna
perfect.
hate on my
That
boy.
blurg is massive.
Yeah,
That's
it
where
is.
you can really see its its size.
Is this just a seam on the arms, or is there actual a little bit of articulation on the blurg? Does
I
anyone know
hope
that?
it at least does something like this.
I think it could articulate.
Hopefully they don't
a
add an
little bit.
opening mouth, dude. Forget about it.
Oh man,
Mario, I think you're right though. This pose is iconic, bro.
I like the blurg and quill.
Don't give me
I
the
think they
silent
both
treatment.
look
No, he's
good.
silent.
I think they killed it.
Your ancestors rode the great mythosaur.
That's what it reminds me of.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was good, dude.
Mario, tell us what you think. Tell us your uninterrupted thoughts.
I like it.
All right. We also saw Mando on the
Dude. This is what I've been waiting for.
Speeder bike.
Season 2 Mando on the bike. Does he even ride the bike in season 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Is
yeah.
it on Tatooine that he rides?
Yeah, you're right. He does. Sorry. I was like, I get them
After the
mixed up because
Krayt
they
Dragon.
got kind of back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I've been waiting for this because I didn't get the Beskar Mando because I was like, well, the thigh armor changes, then he gets the knee armor back randomly. I'm just gonna wait for this. If this, did they actually put this up for order?
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
Negatory.
God damn it. Okay. Well,
This is one of those ones that's gonna stay on the prototype list
No,
forever.
don't say that.
Forever, bro.
No, I don't think
Forever.
so.
I mean, dude,
I
they're
think-
making a fucking blurg. They better make a fucking blurg.
You're not wrong,
honestly.
dude.
This is the point where I was mentioning with the pram. I think we're gonna get the season 2 outfit with a combo pack with the bike. I don't think we're gonna get the season 2 with the pram that we saw. So I think this is where we're gonna get the season 2 outfit. It'll probably come with the spear.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, you want the Beskar Mando that you didn't
Yeah.
buy? Now you got to buy it with the bike. Same thing with the
Exactly.
blurg. You
Yeah.
want the OG Mando? Now you got to buy it with
Exactly.
the blurg.
But
Which
again,
I'm perfectly fine with because I didn't want to buy the Beskar one. I was like, I'll just wait.
But again, what I'm scared with is if we don't see these guys come out by the end of the week, I think they're stuck.
I
in
mean, this
that.
is what, the second time we've seen this
Yeah.
figure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right. This might not ever come out.
I hope there's gonna be a bike solo option, right? There should be, right?
Nope.
Did
Just
they
to get
release
a
the
bike
Scout
without
Trooper
the-
bike separately?
No, they didn't release the
Nope.
bike.
I don't
They didn't
think they
release a
did.
Bloodfin separately. They didn't release a Scout bike set, the
Yeah,
speeder
they're
bike
smart.
separately. We're not going to see it.
Did they do the
But they
swoop bike
do-
separately from the Anakin?
The Stap? No.
Oh, the Snap? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it
No.
was part of the deluxe.
They did. I wonder why they did the Bat Pod without Batman then.
Because you can use it with Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, good call. Well, maybe I don't know. I'm hoping they do the bike because unlike Dean, I did get the Beskar, and I didn't care about the thigh armor or the knee because we got that as a Patreon exclusive.
I didn't
So
know
I
that was
have
going to be a
that.
thing.
Yeah, I
Then
know.
how about the spear?
Yeah, I know. I
It's
mean,
got a needle, bro.
You really think there isn't going to be like third-party spears and like, I mean, how hard is it to get a spear? You know?
Just go get a fucking shish kebab skewer. It'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Spray painted
seriously.
Forget
chrome.
about it, bro. Forget about it.
I just want the bike, so hopefully that's what I'm hoping, that there's a bike-only option.
Mario, so we locking it in here? No separate swoop bike? What do you think?
I smell a DX on the horizon.
Oh.
Give us this with the Pascal head sculpt with some purrs in it.
Ooh, forget about it.
There's your DX.
Well, does it need purrs? Everything has to have purrs these days. Just-
Well, no, if it's a
DX,
DX, if it's a DX, yes, it does have to have purrs.
They
It's
might
got a
save that
purr.
for the grand
Is that
finale.
the qualifier though? It has
No.
to have purrs to be
No,
the
The
well,
ball
it's not the
does,
qualifier.
the
It's
Ahsoka
just it's just one of the expected features from a
Yeah.
DX.
That's how it
Yeah,
started.
right.
off.
Fucking
I don't know
purrs are so
anymore, bro.
annoying.
Luke, Maul, and Ahsoka DX all have purrs.
Can you think of any DX release that didn't have purrs or some sort of eyeball
No.
rolling
Michael
system?
Jackson?
That purrs.
I'm just kidding. I was trying
all,
to check
all
you.
DX line. That was part of the feature of the DX line. Well, Mario, if you're right, that would be an excellent way to top off this week.
gonna look it up
this
right
Star
now.
Wars week.
I'm
That would
looking
be
it up right
amazing.
now.
Do you guys use the purrs? They're
No.
a bitch
Yes,
to
they're
move.
really
To,
I
they're a
do.
bitch to get looking
Did
the right way.
DX13 have purrs?
Yep.
Even in the robotic eye?
No, just the
Okay,
the
well
regular
then you're
eye.
fucking. lost the argument.
It's just the
One-eyed
purr.
birds.
It's the purr.
Wait, in one eye, so he has a lazy cyber eye.
Well, shit. Explain the physics
It's
on a
cyber. It
freaking...
doesn't need to move around. It sees
Exactly.
all.
It's behind.
You're behind.
Dang.
Dude, we need to get that sound clip for the show.
Someone work on that, please. This stole the show, though, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going with those goofy bases. I don't understand why they just stick with those, but my goodness, this is incredible. Now, the only thing I don't like is the stitching on this leather seems out of scale. It seems huge. Like, it is distractingly thick. Other than that, this looks absolutely fantastic. Dean, what are your thoughts?
I love everything about this. I don't mind the stitching. I mean, I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, I get what you're saying, that it looks large.
I didn't think it was that bad till Ian pointed it out, and then I just couldn't unsee it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess especially since it's like animated, they don't have like any stitching on them, so I could see the gripe, but I don't know. I think I like it.
Alvin,
I don't
these are
think I
sick
like
scale.
it. I like it. I think it looks good.
John, what do you think?
Again, it looks fantastic. I gotta watch the show first to get into it. It's not my kind of figure. I'm down for the Hot Toys one.
Beautiful. That's what I think.
Wow, what are you
That's a
fucking
lot of passion.
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey? Yeah, I am.
Mario?
You didn't know? I thought.
Why
it'd
is
be
he
big
wearing a
news.
brown T-shirt underneath his tunic?
Yeah,
That's how it is in the show, my guy.
Dude, why are
He's
you
wearing
wearing
a
a
t-shirt.
black T-shirt, dude?
no, he wears. Even the Hot Toys has the undershirt.
Yeah.
No, it's an undershirt that
What
crosses
color do
over.
you-
It's
what
not.
color
It's
do you
not
want
a
it to be?
T-shirt. It's
What
not
color
a
do you want it to
T-shirt
be?
though.
You want it to be pink?
Dude,
It's
can I
to
finish?
prevent. It's to whip
It's not a
moisture.
T-shirt that he wears under the show. It's just a crossover robe, and that's how it's supposed to be. Anyway, it looks great. I like the Anakin a lot more than the Obi-Wan.
I like them
Speaking
both.
of which, there's the Obi-Wan there. I think it looks pretty good.
I like the
Obviously, you know, solicitation photos / prototype to final. You know, I don't know what to expect, but I mean, I really think that they put out something really cool with this release. Anyone have anything else to say before we move on?
Yeah. Let me just share this picture real quick.
I have.
Does
one.
it come off as like
really
completely
quick,
all one color?
Tell me
tone?
what the fuck that is right there by his neck. That looks
I was
like a
just about to
brown
pull up that
fucking
exact-
shirt right there, dude.
Yeah,
Does it not?
I was gonna pull up another picture.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Here I was gonna.
Well, I don't remember him wearing a T-shirt.
Well, you don't remember right, so
Wow.
there, bro.
Look at that, dude.
damn, bro. Fact check live.
Yeah. Let me share this real quick. Right here. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a clef.
Well, that's not a very good picture. It's a crop
Well, I
top.
mean, I don't know how to zoom in. Is it this?
There you go. Look, AT&T, $35.
Man.
No.
Someone send him back to
Yeah.
optical stream.
Jesus. Dean's like, hey, look at the T-shirt, guys. Anyways,
Jesus. How'd you get that so quick? What the
that's
He has it
we're
saved
gonna-
on his phone for really gross reasons. He likes to put it on the plot. guys.
John, you alright?
The mythos. I think John was really hurt earlier, and I felt really bad.
What's wrong with me?
But
What do I
but
do?
you also
Who's
derailed
that-
the
who's
show a
that-
bit.
There's a
Or is
lot
that
wrong
Eddie
with
that
you.
can't breathe?
I can
don't
breathe.
know.
That
I'm
was
right here,
John.
man.
That was when John
No, that's
laughs.
not
He
me.
sounds like the Joker.
Mythos Anakin. You're not wrong. Mythos Anakin. Booth photos. If you guys have nothing to say, we could just move on. It's up to you.
It still looks like Adam Driver. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like the head. That's all I have
Strike
to say.
one.
Bad Batch episode 1 came out tonight, and
Eddie doesn't like head?
wait, what? Anyways,
The head.
I thought it was fantastic. It was
This is-
everything I wanted and more from an opening episode. I think it's great. Obviously, and I want to preface this for the listeners, we're not going to get into spoilers, right? So I understand that a lot of people probably did watch this, but we're not going to get into spoilers today. But it shows perspectives that I never thought of. It shows events that we know that have happened and the perspectives from those events that we've never seen. I enjoyed, like, I mean, if this is like a snippet of what's to come, I mean, I forget about it. It's going to be an amazing show. Dean, what do you think?
Yeah, this might be the best bit of Star Wars we've gotten probably since
1977.
What the hell?
Just kidding.
No, The Mandalorian was. I did enjoy season 2 Mando. I probably thought, well, I don't know. The last few episodes of the last season of Clone Wars is probably the best Star Wars we've gotten since Rogue One. I think, but as a whole season 7 honestly wasn't that great.
It was just the last few episodes.
Yeah, just the last few episodes were bangers. This a whole solid hour, fucking amazing. It definitely had its issues. There was a few times where like
there was one time I was like, whoa.
The time kind of seemed to like I was like, wait, they just said one thing and now this is happening. That's confusing. I feel like it seemed to move very quickly. I think, which is just getting the show going. So I get it. Also, there's an introduction of a character that I just don't like right now. Maybe she'll grow on me. I have no idea.
You don't. Wow, we got to talk about that
real quick.
Not live then.
Equan says, I didn't see Fives in this episode. Would have been a lot better if he was in it.
He's got to be trolling.
Do I need to watch the Clone Wars to watch this show? I don't think you necessarily do, but you won't really understand a lot of what's going on if you haven't. But I don't.
I would
think
say
it's
at least
required.
the last season.
Yeah, you need to know who this team is.
It will definitely. I think it'll be a plus that you did watch it, but I don't believe that you can. Yeah, you absolutely need to watch.
God damn, this is 16 episodes for season 1. That's what
I will say. The last season of Clone Wars, you absolutely should watch if you're going to watch this.
I think so too. I agree.
John,
or you could watch it, but if you want to know everything that's going on and what are your thoughts?
He
didn't watch it.
I was the dedicated host who watched the movie of the week for the first time, and boy, was I excited to watch that one.
All right, just
didn't get to watch this yet.
Of the stream. Someone get him out of here.
We'll talk about it tomorrow, my guy. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And we did say this morning we're gonna call an audible.
Guys, I work.
Forget about it.
I got my phone here like this 24 hours a day. No,
John.
I mean, you have 8 hours to go buy a statue. You don't have 30, 45 minutes to watch an episode.
It was 3.
Forget about it. Gabagool. Eddie.
I love the first episode. I'm Canadian. What the fuck was that?
Okay, Mario, you're next. What's going on, buddy? What do you think of this?
I love the first episode. So, is it spoilers if I say that Crosshairs
put it in the private
chat? Well, Crosshairs over here.
So, anyway.
Spoilers?
Yeah, don't.
That's definitely spoilers.
Don't do it. Don't.
Spoilers! Fucking jump down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I will say this. After season 7 of Clone Wars, I really didn't give a shit about the Bad Batch. I'm still like kind of on the fence. Like I like them, but they're not so cool that I'm like, oh my god, I'm not like that invested yet. Whereas like I would say before like Rex was even in a couple of episodes, I absolutely adored Rex, But that being said, I like them more than I did at the end of season 7. So I'm excited to see where the show goes because it's got some heavy hit moments in this first episode, and I hope that the rest of them are each an hour because that shit was dope. You shut your whore mouth, dude.
Fucking fight me, bro.
You don't want that.
Eddie?
Mario, what'd you think?
My God.
No, I already went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Danny's totally right. Crosshair's voice sounds like the Jabba Pals droid. That
Okay.
Oh, he does actually.
The voice of the Padawan. Is that still Freddie
distractingly
Prinze?
bad? I think so, and it's distractingly bad.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
He's
I
like
didn't know
supposed
that
to be
he
a
was
kid in
Freddie
this
Prinze.
show, and it's like
I don't
voice
think
of
that's a
fucking
spoiler
grown-ass man.
if we say that, but
Wow. Ekwan spoiled the whole show, the whole episode.
Mario?
Right here.
That's what I fucking said.
Look, I agree with Dean to where when I saw the first couple episodes of these guys showing up in season 7, I really wasn't a fan of the team. However, I think this is a very strong episode in which the team kind of grows on you a bit, but I'm more interested in the timeline. I love exactly where it starts, where it's picking off from, and we did have a few cameos in this episode that were also kind of surprising, which was pretty cool to see. And I'm looking forward to see how the rest of this season plays out within the timeline, because I'm so curious what happens after. Can I say it?
No.
No.
No. Okay. After the thing.
I think Disney is masterfully weaving these stories between each other.
Don't say Disney. Say Dave Filoni.
At any rate, whomever.
I'll tell you that.
Look, all right, shut up. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, dude, hostility.
The story that they're doing.
He's like, don't talk about our Lord and Savior that way.
All right, let's move on. Star Wars. Dean, what does Star Wars mean to you?
I wouldn't be here without it. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't have met you without Star
I wish
Wars.
I was never here then.
I wouldn't have met Manny without Star Wars. I wouldn't have met Rainer without Star Wars. I wouldn't have met a lot of my very good friends and family without Star Wars. It's something I deal with literally on a day-to-day basis. It's like my favorite thing. I fucking adore Star Wars. It's part of my being, my essence. I don't want to say my identity because, I'm my own person. But
that's a little...
Like, you can't have me without a bit of Star Wars. So.
And the Oscar goes to...
John?
I agree with Dean. It's you look back, it's childhood. It's getting the community together. You can have the worst day. You get online with some guys, start talking about Star Wars, makes the whole day better.
I thought that was going a different direction, dude.
Oh, man. Comment for everything.
With
this
some
guy.
guys on
this
your
guy's
worst
comment
day,
for everything.
Someone put this guy back in the chat where he belongs.
Jesus.
What the hell is this? We didn't talk any spoilers. What the fuck?
No spoilers here. No, it's getting a bunch of fanboys together and being able to take some time out of the day and just geek over passion, right?
You're right.
Yep. Eddie?
I'm just gonna mimic what Dean said. It's my childhood. It's nostalgic. It reminds me of my mom and my little brother and watching it for the first time and wanting to duel with lightsabers and having fucking spoons that were lightsabers for my cereal and I don't know,
bro.
Like, it's just your whole childhood. I mean, Marvel and everything is cool, right? Everybody likes all that shit, but like Star Wars, that's like you hear the music, you're brought back to your childhood. Someone talks about Star Wars, you're brought back to your childhood. A lot of us, I'm sure, at one point dressed up for Halloween as a Star Wars character. Like, it's just your childhood.
He dressed up as Jabba the Hutt, right?
Jabba.
Wow. Did you say me? What a prick, dude. What does a Canadian dress up as for Star Wars?
He's the Rancor. The Rancor handler, dude.
The Rancor?
The Rancor?
The Rancor.
Wait, did you say the Rancor?
I did. I was trying to think of the guy's name, but I couldn't think of it. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Mario, what do you think?
What do I think?
About Star Wars. Like, tell us what it means to you.
And growing up in the 70s.
My goodness, you guys are killing me.
It means about being broke.
There's Malik Ely. Oh, yeah. There Oh, I've never seen John Henry. Wow.
You fucking got him, dude. You broke him.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Clip that, please.
All right.
An hour 49.
Anyways, I don't know whose turn it is, but dead air. So, Star Wars is great. I've had family members that my uncle got me into Star Wars, and he was paralyzed, so he couldn't, do a lot of things that kids usually do with their uncles. And so, we would go and watch, the movies together and talk about different ideas and different things that were happening. Mark says, John's laugh makes me think the tea is ready. Jesus.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, and it's just a great thing. And I remember, one of the actual last time that I had hung out with Uncle before he passed away, we had seen episode 8, and not the greatest film, but a few days after that he was hospitalized, and it was one of those memories that I'll always remember, and always think fondly of those memories with Star Wars, and obviously it has a big influence on our company. I mean, our logos are all inspired by it. Our colors are black and yellow, and we've met some good friends through it, and so it's just something we talk about. I mean, we have disagreements about Star Wars all the time. Dean, Manny, Rainer, and I, we poke fun at things, about it, and it's just one of those things. I think one of my favorite hangouts that we ever had was when I think Vivi was maybe 6 months old, and we binged the Harmy trilogy. It was me, Dean, Rainer, and I think
Jason.
Manny was there also.
Yeah, Manny and Jason.
Yeah, it was a good time.
We made gummies. We made Star Wars gummies.
You're not wrong.
We made Millennium Falcons and R2D2 gummies.
Yeah, they were fucking huge too. It's just a great franchise, and Manny says he gained his greatest enemy through Star Wars, FTP. But I mean, Star Wars is great, and May the 4th is obviously like the day that we can all geek out, and I think the best thing about it is seeing so many people that every year that I didn't realize you liked Star Wars, or I forgot that how it's affected their lives, and it's such a great franchise, and I know it's had its ups and downs, and people that maybe according to some may not respect the source material or some things, but it is a brand that's been through a lot. It's George Lucas started it, and then Disney took it over, and Filoni's kind of the phoenix rising from the ashes. But it's a great franchise, and it means a lot to me personally. And it's good stuff.
Star Wars is. Say what you will about Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, even the Marvel movies. I mean, maybe not so much now as back then, but I mean, Star Wars is a cultural juggernaut. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything kind of dips their toe in the Star Wars universe at one point or another. I mean, there's things like Mass Effect that exist solely because Star Wars is a thing. Movies take inspiration, storytelling, even stuff as simple as like design of like sci-fi ships all kind of stem from Star Wars and how they used to do things. Like even if you're not like a Star Wars fan, which I think if you're watching this show, obviously
put a goatee on it.
But like, it's hard to not respect what Star Wars has accomplished and still is accomplishing today. Like I said on one show, like I may not like Star Wars currently, but in 5-10 years, I'll probably be super glad that Disney bought Star Wars to keep it alive, that it didn't just stay stagnant, Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see where the future goes with Star Wars because I just love it.
Yep. Let's get into the joy of hobbying. We'll start wrapping the show up, but I just thought this was pretty cool. A few months ago, we made some space cookies for the Sideshow Baby Yodas, and Stephen Percha, the first thing he did when he unboxes Baby Yodas was tested it out with the new Hot Toys, and the magnets worked perfectly. everything worked perfectly. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update on that project now that we finally have seen it in someone's Hot Toys Baby Yoda display.
That's awesome. That looks great.
Cool.
Getting into the May Patreon benefits, we have the Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing sticker and the Dean the Dream sticker. We ordered the Dean the Dream stickers. Yes.
I get this so much, it's not even funny. That I sound like, what's his name? What's the actor's name?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't know the actor's name, but I know who
He-
he is.
Garcia?
No.
He's from Forgetting Sarah Marshall too, right? Or no,
Yeah, no.
She's out of my league.
Yeah, hold on.
When I first heard Dean, his voice, you close your eyes, sounds like the guy from Toy Story.
Are you crying?
Tim Allen?
No, the guy the Big Al's the guy from Seinfeld. I think.
Big
is the
Al.
You know Big Al? His laugh.
T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller, thank you, Zach.
Jesus.
When Cloverfield
Newman?
came out, he's the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
Dude, people were like, "Dude, you sound like the dude from Cloverfield."
You do. Now that it has been said, now I
Yeah,
see.
I get that a lot. It's funny that someone has
Time to
finally
listen
said
to
it on the show. Wait, I sound like who?
From Toy
He
Story.
said
remember?
Newman, dude. Newman.
I don't know if it's Newman.
It's Newman.
Toy Story, Big Al's
Isn't that
toy
Newman?
store, or whatever. I don't know if it's Newman or
The
not.
dude
but
from Jurassic Park?
I closed. I was listening to episode. I'm like, he sounds like someone who. That's what it was, man. Especially the laugh. The laugh. I'm telling you, Google the video.
All right, we're spending way much time on this.
Okay, anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Where's
We
my
are ordering this.
goatee? I have a full-on goatee now. What is
Look, man.
this?
We can still change it, I guess.
I love it.
That
I
change needs to be
think
done
it's cool.
ASAP as possible.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what's going out. The stickers should be going out probably the 15th to the 18th of this month. If you did order so we have a bunch of new $15 patrons, and I want to just address that. We have to print those posters, and right now our printers our company that prints our posters are backed up a little bit. So it'll likely be next month that those ship out when we can get them printed and Dean and I can meet up. If you switch your tier back down, we'll still send them. So just be aware of that. But we'll be shipping those soon. And Dean, go ahead and give a shout out to the Patreonies, please.
Dude, can I give a quick shout out to Zach though? Look at this. Look at this beautiful
It's
slide.
like pulling teeth this morning, guys. It was.
I helped.
No, you did, but I just we spent like
gave
2 hours.
feedback.
You did. No, I'm just saying, like, we have a great problem, right? Where we have so many people that have signed up that we have to start changing the design because it just didn't work. I was making the names smaller and smaller to fit the lists in, and I was like, we need to do something about it. And so this is kind of the format it's going to be in now. But it's a great problem to have. I'd rather have too many patrons than too little.
Yeah, dude,
all these.
we want to
angles
give
right
a
here.
huge shout out to all these guys: Ben Porter, Sean
And
Fear,
gals.
Ian Seavey, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Lemur Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, fucking Sweet Angel, Paul
that guy.
Schreiber, James. Is it Collie or?
I don't know.
It's got to be. James, if you're listening, let us know. Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stevie Kratt, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Caesar Merriquin, Mike Cruz, Lisa Martin, Bomonsky, Rick D. Gregorio, Alvin Jules, Bo LeBoyd, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras, Stephen Maria Stanley, Lord Voldemort, Eddie Manzanares, and Joe Chutbeaks Corpus. Pew, 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 pew.
What a bunch of angels.
I know,
Apparently we have 3 thumbs down. That's great.
What the
Give us
hell?
more. We have 3 tiers. The Sweet Angel, the Certified Crispy, and the What a Guy starting at $5, $15, and $25. $5 is the sticker sent straight to your door, and you also get access to the Ox After Dark replay. Certified Crispy is the assistance with figure fixes and the Crispy certificate. $25 is the poster, and you can get sculpts painted by Darkside Customs once per year after 3 months, and that's covered by your patronage. Speaking of the patronage, we haven't added this in the benefits just yet, but every month Victoria's going to start doing a print of the month, design, and it's like a file. You can take it to like Walmart or Walgreens and get it printed. We had the Patreons nominate a few characters. Everyone voted. The character for this month obviously was Miles. So these 2 prints are available on Patreon. You just got to log in and you can download the file. The masked version is for all the tiers, and then the unmasked version is for the top tier. So every month we'll do a regular print and then a top tier exclusive. And they print super well. I printed these at Walmart. And if you can solo cam me here, they come out really good. The detail's really great. The file's pretty high quality. And yeah, they look really good. So
yeah, tell Victoria I said greatly appreciated. She killed it.
Yeah, and I know there was a lot of characters that people nominated. So you know,
yeah,
if the character that you suggested didn't get in on this round, you know, next month just nominate it again, and hopefully we'll be able to get to the characters everyone wants. The TeePublic store, I think it's on sale for a bit. So we have a few shirts up there. We have the live from the Collecting Weekly live shirt, the OFAC Small Talk In and Outs, the old Ox Plays. I need to add the new one. Actually, we may have the new one already, but the theater showing t-shirt, the A Icon Gooch Grease, the Only Fools / OnlyFans, the Retro Collecting Weekly t-shirt, the Fuck That Guy, and Creeps Are Us. And yeah, as far as the network goes, we have Small Talk. They are going live this Thursday. OFAC, they're uploading. Wait, actually, no. OFAC is going live this Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And then the Small Talk is uploading this Thursday. Rarities is recording sometime this month. In and Outs, Mario is doing a special episode with John. They're going to talk all the latest and greatest statue news and figure news, and they'll have all the airtime they want because I'm a bad person and I move on too quickly. CW Live Unboxing, we had a great unboxing on Monday from John, and John's going to be taking over that program with the retro part of things, so we'll still be doing regular unboxings, but John has a big back catalog of retro figures he'll be unboxing on Mondays going forward, as he has them. After Dark tomorrow, so there's, I think, like 3 or 4 figures that we touched on this week. I don't know what that private chat means, Eddie. There's a few figures that we talked about this week that we didn't talk about today that we're going to talk about tomorrow, and also the Godfather movie. And then Ox Plays, we've been playing some Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're going to, I think Dean had some ideas of games we could play, so it's just a matter of trying them out and seeing how, and where did he go? My gosh, seeing what works eventually. We are on Facebook at Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. It's a great group. We goof, we gaff, we laugh. It's super fun. It's a private group. You have to search it and then request to get in, but we will add you. You just have to answer a few simple questions. For shout-outs, 6 Scale Scavengers, Optical 20, JB Collection, KG Collector, PJ the Paradox Nerd, Rogue 16, Boogie Manny, third-party reviews, DCX, and the Everyday Collector. I know Rogue 16, Paradox, and Scavengers were live today. I believe Optical was live as well, so if you watched our program, be sure to check out theirs. They all work really hard on the content that they do. And then I believe Thor, Mario, and Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Thor said they were doing a real banger of an episode this Friday on DCX. So that's going to be
Pacific time.
Can't miss that.
Can't miss that. And I just want to give a shout out to Omega. He rocked the Gooch Grease shirt to Plucker's wing bar, looking hella sexy.
Yeah, I took a picture with him, but I didn't send it to you in time. But
so,
it's cool
are they
to
in
see
San
it.
Antonio, or are there Pluckers where they're at?
No, they're here in town.
What the fuck?
They moved back 2 weeks ago, and they move in a week.
I want to get together with them. Can we do something? We can go out to eat or something?
Yeah, we're always trying to plan things.
Wherever you want to go, Zach.
Yeah.
All right, let's do. We'll teach Eddie how to fucking peel some shrimp this time. Shout out to Collecting Weekly Clips.
Yeah.
Eddie, tell us about clips.
So, Collecting Weekly Clips is
all
an
right.
Instagram page.
That was good.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Across the Ox
Aww. Pobre.
That was good.
That'll be on
He
clips.
didn't just turn his screen up. He actually just left.
Yeah, Collecting Weekly Clips is highlights of our show in little like 30-second video clips, the funniest moments of our show. Please check us out. We're on Instagram at collectingweekly_clips. And that logo right there is by our man in the chair, Danny Lee.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's going to be a sticker at some point, dude.
We're going to have some banger clips after
Silent investor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some work to do after this.
Anyways, I think it was a great show tonight. I want to shout out.
I got to do one thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You interrupted my shout out for that?
Yeah, sorry. Someone, JB asked for it a long time ago. I forgot.
Shout out to everyone that watched live. Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of content going on tonight, and we appreciate the 40 to 25 people that were tuning in and out throughout tonight. And it means a lot to us, right? There's a lot of great people putting out great content, and it's always nice to see some familiar faces in the comments. Big shout out to everyone that bought shirts. We have a bunch of people that were buying shirts and stickers these past few weeks, and big shout out to our new Patreons, because you guys keep the network going. And my goal with Collecting Weekly has always been to make this a thing, right? To be able to have people regularly, putting out content and doing stuff. But the end goal, I've always, even back, Dean, when we were only at like 10 episodes, is I want to be able to, at some point, pay people for doing this endeavor. And for the first time ever, because of Patreon and our sponsors, we're being able to send out, we're just calling them bonuses, but to different hosts. And from now until the end of the year, 1 to 3 hosts a month are going to get bonuses. And then after that, we'll try to figure out a way that we can continue doing that. It means a lot for me to be able to have the support from the Patreons and the sponsors to do that. And I know, the hosts, like everyone up until now, is basically, they just do it for, out of the joy of doing it. There's not really a financial benefit, but it's nice to be able to send out equipment, and we're looking at buying 3 to 5 stream decks to send out to the hosts to have those. And it's just nice to be able to buy the things we need and to be able to send our hosts some money. So if you're a Patreon, big shout out, because it's real cool to be able to do that for the hosts that work so hard. So anyways, if anyone else has any shout outs you want to give, feel free, or we can end this one.
Yeah.
Shout out. I'm going to shout out to DCX Open Mic real quick. They've been a bunch of great supporters of ours. Thank you again, Thor, for supporting us on Monday night. We really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Thor.
Dude, shout out Irie.
Yeah.
Such a nice comment.
The whole community, man. Thanks. Thanks for following us and listening to us. Go on rants and
shout out to Jonathan for putting up with us.
John, I felt really bad, so I just want to explain. Right, I have this thing, and it's just like I listen to a lot of shows, and I'm not talking about shows in our realm. I listen to all kinds of shows. Right, some shows that are well established.
Get to the point, Zach. Get to the point.
Wow.
All right. Well, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. John's actually going back to his YouTube channel. He was a probationary host, and it just didn't work out.
Went back right now. He's gone.
Anyways, let me say this. Don't interrupt me, all right? I'm trying to weave a story, all right?
I'm only pulling your leg. Come on.
All right. Look.
That's all you're pulling?
I listen to a lot of shows, right? And I just personally, it's a preference, right? There's some shows that have amazing content, but they have a lot of dead air. And I just, for one, can't stand it. Oh my God. Are you okay?
Earthquake. We had an earthquake.
Was that an earthquake for real?
Yeah, dude, that was freaking crazy. I better go check my shit.
It's over. Check your statues, bro.
It's crazy because none of the figures on his wall moved. Only his
I know nothing over here moved at all.
Are you kidding?
It's very isolated.
Dude, it was like it was a tremor, Dean. I think that's what they call it. A tremor.
Smack in the face.
It's a tremor. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is sometimes I move on too soon, and I felt real bad that you may have been upset. I apologize.
Oh, come on.
I love you. I appreciate you. I'm sending you a Baldo. I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Mario.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
May the force be